Welcome to the Movie Draft Podcast. I am Ethan Simi, and today I am joined by three wonderful guests. First up is Gooch.
Yo.
Second, we have Sophia Ciminello.
Hello.
And finally, a brand new guest, Gabriel Frieberg of the Cinegogue and No Notes.
Hey, happy to be here. It's 2:30 on the West Coast, so I'm having a little sushi, but don't mind me. I'll be extremely focused. It won't affect my drafting. So,
I believe
wow. New guest laying down the law real fast in the introduction statement. I can appreciate that. Today we are drafting the movies of 2026 in an auction-style draft. This is our first episode of 2026, episode 104. I am so excited to be kicking off a new year of the podcast. We recently passed 100 episodes, which is really exciting. We have a great January in store, and we've been teasing this a lot on the pod, but most of our 2026 schedule is set, and a lot of episodes you guys are actually on and already signed up for, which is really exciting. Gabriel, to be determined. We'll see how your performance is.
Yeah, that was news to me, but
yeah,
cool. All right,
we'll see. You know, I got to put it out there. Gooch, welcome back. First time on the show since July of last year. We did an auction draft, the Brad Pitt auction draft. Welcome back, man.
Happy to be back. Wait, we recorded one like 3 weeks ago.
I don't think so. Oh, you know what? You're right. I lied. So we did record one like 3 weeks ago. The problem with my notes is that episode, when we're recording this, hasn't released. So my timelines are crossing. We are pre-recording this episode by like 3.5 weeks. So you're right. The last time that we talked, you, me,
what did we do?
Danny, and
Christmas?
Dez. No, we did a theatrical re-release wish list
That's
draft.
what it was.
Yes.
That's what it was. I'm going to operate off the assumption that I won that one. I put some banger picks. I know so many people are going to see that pick of Sunshine by Danny Boyle and be like, yes. I've always wanted a re-release of that. So yeah,
well,
no, it's great to be back. I'm hopefully defending a second straight win.
Yeah, you know, hopefully defending a second straight real win, yet obviously yet to be determined if you win the theatrical re-release wish list. You know what? I mean, your Sunshine pick honestly might turn out to be pretty timely with 28 years later, The Bone Temple officially kicking the third, I guess, 28 years movie with Cillian Murphy and Danny Boyle into effect. So you might have timed that quite well. But that's an episode that we have recorded, has not aired yet, so we have no idea what people think about that. My team, pretty good. Obviously, the episode will be like 3 weeks old by the time that we record this, so this is a great little time capsule of what we think outside of all of the mistakes people are going to abuse us for. Sophia, welcome back. First episode after the 2026 Academy Awards predictions draft. How are you feeling about your team in that draft now that we're closer to the Oscars?
Well, it's funny because it made me realize how much I like to win these drafts, I have to say. So I'm feeling, competitive coming off of a win. But yeah, I'm really happy with my team. I mean, I got PTA and director. I got Chalamet and actor. I have no idea what he's doing on this press tour right now, but it's something. All right.
Yep.
And got Sinners. Not feeling so good about the Ariana Grande pick, I will say. But, your listeners did feel good about it. So it was a lot of fun, though. Thanks for having me back.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm not feeling great about the Wicked for Good as the nomination leader. That has soured absolute most from that draft, which at time of recording, I think we were all like, ooh, kind of savvy. Like that could play. And we've just really hit rock bottom with that one. Maybe not even getting nominated for Best Picture, yet to be known. Obviously, again, we're recording this on December 11th, 2025. This episode will go out the first week of January 2026 on January 6th. So anything could be different in 3.5 weeks. Honestly, I have zero idea how that's all going to shake, but glad to have you back on for a draft style that you've never done, which is very exciting. Are you feeling prepared for an auction?
I don't know how prepared I can feel because I was thinking about this and I feel like I might fly a little fast and loose with the cash.
Okay.
Which is going to be a problem, I think. I might not be a super strategic spender. We'll see.
I am very interested to see what happens and see where you go with your money, because we do only have $1,000 each.
Yep.
Gabriel, welcome to the Movie Draft Pod, man. It's great to have you on for the first time. This episode, and particularly another episode coming out in January, have kind of been long in the works to get you on the show. So I'm glad that you could join. And I just wish you the best over the next 2 hours, you know?
I feel good.
Okay, you do. Yeah. I will say, you asked a lot of clarifying questions to me, which I appreciate, and I may have answered them too clearly. And I might have I should have stopped you, you know?
Listen, I just wanted to know like how this, relates or not to a fantasy football auction draft, which my league has switched over to in the past few years. So I've gotten my ass kicked, and I've kicked ass within that. So I feel ready for this to apply some strategies, perhaps.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. This will be a big draft about strategy. That's for sure. Listeners of the pod for a while know that we do have the patented Tyler C. Whitmore strategy when it comes to an auction. Maybe we can talk about that in just a little bit when we do discuss strategies. There's a lot of different roads we could go to fill our teams of 6, but let's start by talking about 2026 as a whole, because we're going to be discussing a litany of movies that are planned to be released in 2026. We're all going to have teams of 6, so we're going to be talking about 24 total movies, plus any honorable mentions that we end up tossing out. Gooch, I'll start with you. Looking at the slate for 2026 right now, what we know and what we don't know, do you think that 2026 is going to be a good movie year, and will it be better than 2025 possibly?
Yeah, I would take it a step further. I think it's going to be a great movie year. It's a shame that we're kind of putting the nail in the coffin on the theatrical experience right now, because next year we have a litany of just great blockbusters. I mean, historically great directors returning. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff on the board, and I'm excited about it. Not that this year was bad, but it did feel like we were lacking some of the events that we've had in the past. And good Lord, are there some events on the schedule?
Yeah, I think you're totally right. I think recently, at least at the time of recording, maybe it was a handful of weeks ago, the official IMAX schedule for 2026 came out, which of course is quite IP fueled, but nonetheless, it is a very theatrical heavy, eventized calendar, which I'm really excited about and really intrigued about. I don't think you're necessarily wrong in predicting that 2026 has the potential to be like a truly great kind of galvanizing year for cinema. Sophia, what do you think about looking forward to 2026? Will it be a good movie year?
I'm always excited when we, make our end of 2025 or end of the year lists, and we're looking ahead really to the next season. And I think just in preparing for this draft today, the slate next year, I think just looks really rich. Like there's so much variety. There are really good blockbusters coming. I think great indie films, directors who haven't worked in a while who are coming back, some of my favorites, and having new releases. And this is also the time of year, I think, where we start to hear about some things that are coming, new details, new collaborators working on projects. So that's always really exciting. As far as will it be better than 2025, it's hard to say, because my favorite director, as listeners of your show know, based on what you've invited me on for before, Paul Thomas Anderson's my favorite filmmaker. I don't know if we will have a film better than One Battle After Another next year, but if we do, great movie year.
Yeah. I don't think PTA is going to bust out the Cronenberg style secret movie, perhaps.
Can you imagine?
Premiering at a film festival. But hey, anything's possible. Yeah, I'm curious. The director coming back was a great narrative, I do think, for 2026, and it was a pretty good narrative for 2025 as well. And I think there's some really big ones that we can talk about with that. Gabriel, what about you? Is 2026 going to be a good movie year?
I kind of am with Gooch. I'm feeling kind of weird about it, because the movies seem big and massive and great, and the cinematic experience seems to be in a tailspin ever downwards. And I think we're going to see a very oddly stratified year where the big movies will be very popular and will do well and hopefully will be good. And then there's going to be some really cool smaller films, which maybe we'll get into today if people's money runs out. And the passion for those, I sense, is going to be very powerful, but everything in the middle, I think, is just going to be shit. So I'm worried
Oh
about that.
no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
Not
That's
shit as
fair.
in, the quality's bad, but just a wasteland, like a barren wasteland.
Sure.
Like if you're going to see some cool small movies. If you go to the cinema for the big ones, you're going to be happy too. But just that in between, I'm feeling bad about it.
I like that you brought that up because I do think that, especially like if you Google biggest movies of 2026 or like most anticipated movies of 2026, I think one of the big headlines that kind of comes across is like, is 2026 going to be a big box office year? And, Gooch obviously raises a really good point. We are recording right now in the high tide of the Netflix Warner Brothers Discovery acquisition. And we, at this point in time, assume that theatrical will die at some point in the next few years as Netflix takes things on. But 2026 being a year, like you said, Gabriel, of big, massive movies is really interesting in the context of that and that merger and acquisition and what's going to be happening at the box office. And to that effect, I do think that this draft is going to allow us to do a little bit of talking on kind of both sides and talk about some of the smaller things that, as always with every year, do have the potential to like get really lost in the mix. But it seems like 2026 has a lot of those that hopefully will heighten their kind of, I guess, like cultural impact and cultural like conversation. So I'm curious what we're going to end up talking about here on the show. I feel pretty good about the draft. I feel like there's going to be a healthy amount of competition. There's a lot of movies that are currently slated, according to Wikipedia. And I'll be forthright with you guys. This is what I use as my resource for this draft. There is a very easy, for listeners, if you want to go look it up, list of American films of 2026. There's a huge wiki page with everything that currently is slated to come out and its release date. It's well over 100 movies. I didn't count, but probably
Damn,
north of
only
200.
American? I didn't know you were such a return to roots heritage kind of guy.
Yeah, honestly, like just keep it in house. Really, is kind of the best kind of cinema there's ever been. Really, I'm here for Avengers: Doomsday, and that's if not an American film, what really is? So there is not a Wikipedia page for list of international feature films in 2026. Not one that I was able to find. I do think you bring up a good point. International slate looking forward is much more difficult to pin down than an American slate is. And I do think that is kind of tied with the box office and a box office expectation, at least domestically. So we're going to be talking about a lot of movies. We're only going to have $1,000 each. Gabriel, you texted the group and you said that you're cramming. You're doing a little bit of research. You're getting prepped. Tell us about your research for this draft. Do you have like a short list? What kind of strategy coming in with? Because you seem confident.
I just didn't want to talk out of my ass if a specific movie came up. So I just wanted to, brush up on some log lines and some cast, because I feel like a lot of these movies also have had like cast come in and out. Yeah. So a title, will come up and I'm like, oh, that so-and-so's in that. And then no, they dropped out a few months ago. So just want to, be accurate.
Right. You just want to be knowledgeable for the competition. You want to make sure that you come to play. I think that's an important part of an auction draft for sure. Gooch, Sophia, research for this draft, strategy for this draft. I know, Sophia, you kind of hit on, you're feeling a little fast and loose with your money, and that might be a vibes thing and that might change up. We'll see. But what did your movie research? Do you feel like you have a pretty good short list going into this?
I also used the same source that you did, which is, I think, a good start. But then I also looked ahead to some most anticipated lists on Letterboxd that people had made to see kind of what people were thinking, what people might be passionate about already. And a lot of the same titles that I'm excited about came up, but also some that just aren't really my taste. So we'll see. I always try to balance that, I think, when I'm here. But then also, it's hard to know, I think, because there are some international features and definitely indies that are slated for 2026, but don't have a specific date just yet. But we can intensely speculate that they will come out. So maybe I will get to some of those. I do have some on I just made a big list of everything that I could theoretically take. So we'll see. You
wanna
might challenge a few.
Right,
We'll
you want
see.
to cast the net really wide and then come
Mhm.
down on what you really want the most. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I like that. I always appreciate it when people come, with something that might be a little bit controversial. Gooch, preparation for this draft. Are you feeling ready to draft? Are you feeling prepared?
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at IMDb for the last 10 minutes, so we are good to
You're
fucking
locked
go
in.
right now. We are locked in.
Okay.
I have IMDb Pro, so like, I mean, come on.
Yeah. Nobody can compete with you. We're working with Wikipedia. You've got IMDb Pro. You are the next level.
I always see that option. I'm just kidding about that. I just like, who is paying for IMDb Pro?
I have IMDb Pro.
Do you really?
No.
What does it give you access to? I'm always wondering that.
You
get good access to stuff.
Yeah, you can just see it's just streamlined IMDb, so it's none of like the fluff. I don't think there's ads, and I think you can get to information faster instead of silly community stuff. But we love community.
We love it. I like the trivia.
Yeah. Cinema is a community.
I do like
put that
that.
behind it. If they put the trivia behind the paywall, then that's the day I get IMDb Pro.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they put double the amount of trivia under the pro banner, that's really what matters. And that would be important. Okay, so I think it's important as we go and as we draft to think about what you're trying to accumulate with your team. I think this is something we kind of talked about offline. Are you going for the biggest movies, the coolest movies, the best movies, the things that are going to make the most amount of money in 2026, the things that will be most culturally relevant? I think all important things to consider and things that we can discuss as we draft. I'm going to go through the rules of the auction draft, and then we can kind of any final questions that we may have on the logistics or how the draft is going to work before we spin and commence. So it is an auction draft, meaning we're going to have $1,000 each to put together a team of 6 films, 24 movies in all. The film must have a current release date in 2026. We are going to be drafting in a traditional snake style, and if you fill up your team, you're forbidden from nominating any more films, even if it may be your turn to do so. So, warning, if you fill up your team and everybody still has 3 movies to go, you might make their job a little bit easier, and you might walk away with things that you forgot or you maybe didn't think about or whatever the case may be. So important to note. And the biggest difference, because it is an auction style draft, is that just because you pick a movie doesn't mean you get that movie. You just get to nominate that film and you get to set the initial bid, the ground floor, test the market, figure out what people are willing to spend. Now, we have a couple first-time auction participants. Oh, we have a question.
Yeah,
this is important.
Question.
Okay.
It's kind of Sophia's question as well, but I hear you mentioning release dates. If I know for certain these are 2026 films without a date, is that okay?
If you know for certain, I'm putting a lot of stock in your personal knowledge.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm just going to ask you live if you know if one of the movies that I'm going to pick is coming because you have
because I just didn't go through and write down release dates, but I know these are 2026 films.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think if anything is kind of teetering on the edge of 2026 or not, I think let's bring it forth to the group and we'll see how we feel.
Challenge and then
we can always we love a good democracy here, and I also get the final say. So it's a sham democracy as it is, as many things are in the world. Okay, so you get to nominate the film, you get to set the bid. Now, I will put forth a little bit of beginner information. If it's important to gauge interest in a movie, and maybe keep that in mind when it comes to a bid. You can always go up, but you can't go down with a bid. And that's gotten me in the past, and I hope today gets one of you, because it's always fun to watch people overpay for movies that maybe they didn't want. Anything else that we should talk about? Any other strategies, logistics, anything before we draft?
No.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Locked in. Everybody's ready.
Don't go easy on us, Ethan.
I never. And that's probably the problem, is I try too hard.
You told me you've only won 4 times in your entire show history, though.
Yeah. So it actually isn't 4.
Really?
I've only
exposed.
Yeah. This isn't new information, Sophia.
And there's 4 people on every single time, right? So you have a 1 in 4 chance?
Generally,
This
if
is
not
episode
3.
104?
Yeah. You're doing some good math there, Gooch. You're really hitting me in the heart. And yeah, I've only ever won, at least time of recording. You know, it's possible a couple wins came my way in December, but I've only ever won 9 times out of every single episode. Sophie hasn't been on this show in 10 years, and she has 10 wins. So I think people just have personal vendettas against me, to be quite honest. But I want to start the year strong. I want to start 2026 strong. And, you know, if I have to Timothée Chalamet my way to a win, I shall. I'm destined for greatness. You know, I get as much inspiration out of Michael Jordan as I do out of others. Maybe that's my problem. I'm trying to be too much Bradley Cooper. I need to be more Timothée Chalamet.
Wow.
You know? Yeah. Pretty good. I am old, though. You know, I'm older than Chalamet, so maybe I've aged out, as people say, from this dedication to greatness. Nonetheless, we'll see who ends in greatness here.
I see your Strava
today.
times. You're chasing greatness. Come on.
This is true. I am days away from starting my first training block after my torn Achilles last summer. So yeah, we're back in the hunt for greatness. Back trying to get to an ultra marathon, hopefully sooner rather than later. Okay. Nonetheless, let's draft. Let's pick. I've got the wheel of names that I'm going to put forth here. Everybody's on the wheel of names. First names, proper names, capitals. No funny business. No letterbox usernames like Ben does sometimes. We're just here to talk regular names. Is anybody hoping to go first? Just out of curiosity.
Can't say.
Really doesn't help, does it?
It could. It could, depending on your strategy. It really could. Okay, let's commence the 2026 auction, 2026 movie auction draft. I'm going to spin the wheel, and we will find out who goes first. Oh, really fascinating. Okay, so Sophia's going to go first.
Okay.
I'm going to hear some applause, possibly, in the recording. Okay, not great. Not great for me. Gabriel's going to be going second. Again, just nominating, but important nonetheless. God, the worst spot. The worst spot possible.
How is that the worst spot?
3. You know, I don't want to be 3. I'd rather be at the turn with the double nom, you know?
Okay.
I feel like an auction, the order doesn't matter. It's all about how you auction.
Mm-hmm. Spoken like 2 first-time auction participants.
I mean,
That's what
I guess
got
I'll
to say to
set
that one.
the tone, but still.
That's what I've got to say there. Okay, so Sophia's going to be drafting first. Gabriel, you're going to be going second. I've got number 3. Gooch is going to be at the turn on number 4. So Gooch will have 2 nominations, and then we'll run back up the board. Okay, let's commence the 2026 movie auction draft. Sophia, you're going to set the table here. You're going to set the movie, the bid, the interest, and see what happens.
Okay. So I'm going to start with what I think is just one of the most anticipated movies of the year for everyone. We're going to go high right away. And we're taking Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. I'm going to start there. I am currently rereading The Odyssey. I have it right here, so clearly invested.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to start at $100. $100.
Gooch has physically left the bidding space.
Oh my gosh.
To acquire. So I would also put mine on camera, but it's downstairs.
I'd go get mine, but I don't want to miss the bidding. I'll go with 101.
Okay. So The Odyssey is Christopher Nolan's next epic, obviously coming out July 17th. Set photos are continually being released. We're starting to know more and more about the film. There is a prologue to this movie that is being screened in front of 70mm re-releases of One Battle After Another and Sinners. Again, I live in a city where nobody values cinema, so I can't see those. I just have to pretend.
On Saturday. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Going to see Hamnet again tonight at Lincoln Square. Should I just sneak in to one of the?
100%.
Get your Marty
I might do
ping
it.
pong ball. Go sneak in. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, we're at $125 for The Odyssey.
Oh, I'll take it to 200 right off the bat.
I'll go 250. This is a big movie.
I'll go 350.
400.
Where are you guys at on the buy a movie ticket a year in advance conversation with this film?
Elitist, don't like it.
That's crazy.
Didn't like it.
Wow, really?
But I understand why he did it. It was just like, here's how excited people are for my movie. give me all the premium formats for an entire month, and it worked. Spider-Man's not getting IMAX screens because of this movie.
No.
Like they are giving it all to Nolan. So I get it. I'll take it to 500. Like we're getting up there.
I'll go 600.
625.
I'll go 700.
I will go 750.
775.
$800.
801.
I actually like the ticket in a year in advance, and I only say that because I was able to secure a ticket, and I'm going to LA for 5 days to watch it 2 times. So, as someone who benefited from it,
go to 900.
Wow.
905.
910.
915.
916.
950.
Oh,
955.
Guys, you only have $1,000, so I will keep you. I will
I
remind
told you fast and loose with the cash.
You have to have enough money left over to fill your team. So the max bid can be what you have remaining. So you'll have to do the math on that. What are we at right now? 950? 960.
Did I say 960?
I'll take it to 960.
961.
965.
966. This is maybe the most serious a bid has ever been for a film.
970.
975.
994.
Okay. 994.
I'll take it deep in my bag. I'll figure this out. I feel good.
Okay. So because we are doing teams of 6, I believe 994 is no. Ooh, interesting. This is fascinating.
Someone could
go 995.
I'm pulling the trigger. 995.
And take the bid.
Wait,
let's go.
What?
So I think I think we have a great moment that just transpired here. 995 is the maximum bid because you got to have $5 left over for $1 a piece.
I did the math completely wrong in my head.
I think Gooch mismathed.
Fuck.
So it's mine.
It's yours, I guess. Wow.
Uh-huh. Okay. So I have a couple thoughts on this.
You're kind of like out of the game for a bit, but you have the Odyssey, so you won the game.
That's kind of how I feel.
Exactly.
I'm like, it was worth it.
Why don't you take a walk and come back in like half an hour, you know?
I know.
Pick up the dregs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is going to pan out, but we will see.
Ethan internally is just, I don't know what's happening to him, but
I'm short circuiting what's going on because it was my plan to get the Odyssey for $9.95. And then I was just like, let's talk about the movie. And then I just like didn't bid. And I forgot that was the plan. So my plan was to come in because I don't normally do this with auctions. I'm much more like kind of precarious with my money. I'm just like a little here, a little there. And I was going to be like, the Odyssey, $9.95, call it. It's mine. Like right out of the gate. And I didn't do that. We worked our way up. Sophia, congratulations.
It is yours. With $100.
I was surprised by that, to say the least, because this movie was always going to go for $995. A couple interesting things here. Probably the biggest movie of 2026. Actually, the biggest movie of 2026. I think that we know of right now. Again, tickets went on sale a year in advance and they have sold out. People are excited for this film. It owns IMAX screens for 4 to 6 weeks in the middle of the summer. It has a cast with Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Zendaya, Lupita Nyong'o, Robert Pattinson, Charlize Theron, John Bernthal. It's the movie. So it might not matter the other 23 movies that we end up talking about because it's the Odyssey, you know? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not feeling great about that.
He's following up his, King of Hollywood Oscar ceremony and nearly making $1 billion on a biopic, a 3-hour biopic. Like, it's pretty crazy. I think this is, just when you're thinking of him making his version of an epic also, like I'm excited about this cast. I feel like everyone in Hollywood is invested in this movie. So yeah, I'm ready.
How much do we think this movie makes? realistically,
Billion
with
and a
like
half.
$1.5 billion. Yeah, like it's got to be
I think
inching towards
Yeah.
the $2 billion number, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, that's insane. That's crazy.
I would bet that the rewatchability, not to say that Oppenheimer isn't rewatchable, because I've seen it 8 times and we've all seen it a bunch, but like
Mhm.
I would argue probably the rewatchability of The Odyssey, going to see really famous people do cool shit in a Christopher Nolan movie, is much higher than Oppenheimer, watching people talk in conference rooms. So I think you're right on with like edging towards 2 billion. Like I'd put it at like 1.6, a little north of 1.6. Like it's going to make a ton of money, you know? And again, I think we'll throw a really interesting wrench in the conversation wherever we are in 7 months with the acquisition, if it has happened or not, or what things are going on. Hey, look how much money you can make from a movie in a movie theater. And I think that's important. So
Kind of nice that it's Universal and not Warner Brothers too.
Exactly.
100%,
I'm so happy he
100%
left when he did.
Yeah.
100% agree. Yep. Benny Safdie's in this movie. John Leguizamo. God.
Oh yeah.
Himesh Patel going back. Mia Goth. Okay, great things. Well, I'm a little upset, but we continue. You know, we trudge forward in this draft. Gabriel, you have a movie to bring to the board. Was that all our number one movie on on like our short lists? Okay. Yeah. Me too.
I'm gonna nominate Project Hail Mary for $1.
Okay, interesting. I think maybe let's nominate films and then maybe give a little 2-sentence logline on what they are in case people are unfamiliar, because we are talking about future
Project Hail
films
Mary
here.
is an Andy Weir book. He wrote The Martian, and The Martian was a huge hit for Ridley Scott, starring Matt Damon. And Project Hail Mary is supposed to be kind of similar and just as good, if not better, a book. I hear it's a better book.
It's good. Very good. Read it.
Yeah. Sandra Hüller stars in this as well. Ryan Gosling is the main dude. And who doesn't want to spend 2 hours with Ryan Gosling as he tries to figure out space? So,
Well, that's a hard question to answer. I'm honest. I might be bringing forth a little bit of a contrarian opinion, but Project Hail Mary, and especially the state of Ryan Gosling, has me sad.
well,
how bad is the state of Ryan
but
Gosling?
not quite yet. You know,
It's bad, brother. It's bad. The Gray Man in 2022.
Okay,
of course, Academy Award nominated for Ken in Barbie. That's
that was great.
We all see, which was great. I'm not disparaging. He does The Fall Guy in 2024. He's got Project Hail Mary coming up in 2026, and then he's going to be leading the Sean Levy directed Star Wars film titled Star Wars Starfighter.
When you put it that way, it's rough.
It's not ideal. It's not ideal for our guy.
But I thought this trailer looked really good, and the book is great. So I think it's promising.
Okay.
Yeah, on paper, I'm going to take this to $25. On paper, everything is screaming great movie to me. I mean, Lord and Miller, I trust them. You have Greg Fraser doing the cinematography. A lot of things to be excited about here. And I loved the book. I really loved the book. So yeah, $25.
Yeah. Sci-fi movie with Ryan Gosling could be a huge get at the box office. Could be pretty big. I'm not particularly interested in having this on my team, though. I gotta say.
I will say the trailer was a bit of, I don't want to say a letdown, but it did the like slow down pop song thing, which has just become nails on a chalkboard for me recently.
What was the pop song?
Well, it was actually Britpop. It was Oasis, Champagne Supernova.
Right.
Yeah, which I don't need to hear slowed down.
So this movie's going to be written by the same guy who did write The Martian. He also wrote Cabin in the Woods and Bad Times at the El Royale, which are kind of goated movies. Yeah. Drew Goddard. Okay. $25. Sounds
I
like
obviously can't participate in this. So
I think you should
she read the
record
book. She should like it. Like, why isn't she bidding?
You should record yourself on your phone as a voice memo and then just like play it every time we get ready to wrap one that just says like, I only have $1. I can't participate. That way you don't have to like say it.
I
all the
should
time.
every single time.
Okay. Is this going to Gooch for $25? You're out, Gabriel?
I didn't want it.
Wow.
I just wanted it off the board. I want some money getting spent.
A little bear trap, a little bait.
I'll take
But
it.
25 is a great deal for Project Home.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought there'd be more heated.
So did I.
But
It's not my top 5, but I have it in the top 10 in terms of anticipation.
Wow, interesting. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Lord Miller, there's a lot of good things to like and to appreciate. And I think is an interesting junction for Amazon and their theatrical commitments and what they want out of their movies, which for this is apparently a big theatrical release. The Ryan Gosling of everything has me down, so I couldn't do it. Okay. I have a nomination. Now, do I go the Sophia route? Do I play something of importance and potence, or do I heed after Gabriel and maybe toss out a little fish food and see what happens? Sophia being out kind of makes this strategy way more difficult to traverse. We've got a little Surratt situation here where anywhere you go, just who knows what's going down.
Not Surratt. Oh no.
I believe the score got nominated at the Golden Globes. Am I correct?
Sure did.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a choice. Okay. Movie that I think is going to be pretty big. I want to get some big ones off the board. Let's go with the untitled Steven Spielberg film dropping on June 12th. We got our very first morsel of marketing showing up in LA and Times Square over the last couple of days. Again, this episode is going to come out after everybody knows about it and has probably seen a trailer for it, rumored to be coming out in the next little bit by the time this episode comes out. So we know less now than people will probably know when they listen, but still untitled at time of recording. It is reckoned to be Spielberg going back to a grittier, darker, Close Encounters of the Third Kind era in his UFO exploration. I'm going to put up, I don't know, $5.
That's offensive. That's offensive to Steven Spielberg.
Did you see my
$5?
It's all part of the game.
Sammy Fableman deserves more than $5.
It's all part of the game.
I'll go to 100.
It means nothing, okay? I swear.
Less
Look at
than
the
a
cast.
movie ticket.
Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Coleman Domingo, Wyatt Russell, Colin Firth. Wow. God, right? Wyatt Russell getting work. That's cool.
John Williams, another score from John.
Wow.
Josh O'Connor just continues to prove that he's one of the best.
The real antithesis of Ryan Gosling, if there ever was one, in the making now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll add a perfect pairing for Steven Spielberg's sensibilities as a director. I think. I loved that from the rip. It used to be there was someone else in that role originally too, right? And I'll take this to 125.
Okay.
Wasn't there someone else?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I think
this was something that had been floating around
recasting.
Forever.
Yeah. I'm just happy he's going back to genre. Like his genre films are so good. And we've been, I think, with him through dramas. And I mean, even though his musicals, I will say, like West Side Story was great, I thought.
Me too.
Love it. I'll go 200.
Okay. I'll go. It's currently titled as The Dish on Letterboxd.
I saw that it's Disclosure.
Disclosure. I've seen that one too. Disclosure.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are thinking it's called Disclosure. I believe the big billboard said all will be revealed, and then just listed the date. And
if I had to choose between those two, I would go The Dish. The Dish is a good.
I
name
thought
for
it's
Dish.
called Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind.
What are we at? 250.
I'll take it to 250.
Okay. I'll go 275.
I'll go 300.
I'll go 325. Kind of crazy. This movie will mark like a 5-movie run for Spielberg that I just wanted to look at real fast. We get The Post in 2017, Ready Player One in 2018, West Side Story in 2021, The Fabelmans in 2022, and then The Dish in 2026. Really full slate. Spielberg there can kind of do it all.
What are we at? That was a nice little,
300?
filibustering.
I'll take it to 350.
375.
I will go to 400.
Go 425. It's getting pretty spendy,
Yeah,
You
I'll
gotta
go
have money for other movies.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'll go
it's
450.
Steven Spielberg.
Uh
Do you have to have
500.
money for other movies?
huh. I guess we'll find out. We will really find out.
I'll go
Four-
500.
$500. You go 580.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, you like that? Big jump. $80 jump. This movie comes out great counter programming on June 12th with Scary Movie 6 from Paramount.
Sorry, I don't think I can see Disclosure anymore now because I have to go see Scary Movie 6 instead.
Yeah. What are you seeing this Thursday? Oh, I'm seeing Scary Movie 6.
So we're at 580.
Mm-hmm. 580.
Fuck it, 600.
I mean, hey, someone might bet on Scary Movie 6. Who's to say, really? You know, no shade. If
Yeah.
your-
No
if
one
that's your cup of
yucks
tea.
anyone's yum.
Yeah. I guess 650.
Whoa.
Sophia looks like she's having a really good time over there, and
I
maybe it
am.
pays to spend, you know? That's kind of the more I'm walking away with here.
No stress. Actually, I am a little stressed with what I might end up with, but I have the Odyssey, so it's fine. That's what I'm just going to tell myself.
All right. So you're going to go to bed tonight mumbling, I got the Odyssey. I got the Odyssey. I'm at 650. Anybody feeling richer than that?
I'll take it to 675.
Damn. I was really hoping you'd cave. 680.
Whoa.
I feel like you're backing off a little bit, you know?
You're not going to afford Angry Birds 3 at that rate.
Dude, I'm not.
It's a tough sacrifice, really. It really, I had to think about it.
You can have it. I'm out.
680, it's mine.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Appreciate the bidding war. It was a delight and a pleasure. The untitled Steven Spielberg movie is mine, which I guess on the graphic, one would reason to stand that we'll have a title when this comes out. Hopefully. So, yeah. Okay. Cool. That was fun. Gooch, you have 2 movies to nominate here.
Wow.
My 1 and 2 are off the board now, by the way. This was my number 2 on my short list.
Let's go with Dune Part 3. Fuck it. Let's do it. Hopefully it releases.
Wow.
I'm hoping. Right now it is slated. Dune Part 3. It got moved up recently, didn't it? Right? Which...
Well, did it? I see it still as the 18th, December 18th.
That's fine. I mean, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I thought it got moved into November because of Doomsday.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you guys. If we are currently sitting at a double release on December 18th of Dune Part 3 and Avengers Doomsday, is this good for movies? Is this good for the box office?
I think that's very easy to like sell as a double feature. Like that, like they've tried to do like
Doomsday?
a couple after
That's
yeah,
the-
yeah.
Doomsday? Oh,
Doomsday is like that's a very easy sell. Now,
Yeah.
I don't think they'll agree to releasing on the same day just by like they're both going to want those premium formats. But it'd be awesome. I mean, that'd be a great day at the theater.
I mean, I don't want to be the guy, but if we're into December, we will know for certain where we're landing on the Netflix Warner Brothers acquisition. So it might be out of Dune Part 3's hands and Denis' hands if they go premium format. It might be a completely different situation by then. And that might not be something they adhere to, even though Ted Sarandos had said, we're going to stick to what you guys have planned and we're going to, admire all the theatrical releases. You just don't know. What are you going to put as a starting bid for Dune Part 3?
We got to start at 50. Start at least at 50.
Wow.
I mean, we have Robert Pattinson joining the cast. Come on now.
Mhm.
And it's going to operate, I think, in a very similar way to like Return of the King, where
Really?
I think,
Okay.
yeah, I think this will be the one that gets heavily nominated and picks up the wins for the franchise, which it's kind of struggled to pick up like award wise so far, which is a shame. It's very genre, but it's a shame.
This Dune is going to be shot by the same cinematographer, Linus Sandgren, who shot Babylon. So that's worth noting.
Yeah.
And Jay Kelly.
And Jay Kelly.
And
Mank.
And And
Saltburn.
Wuthering Heights, another movie coming out in 2026. It's at $100. You started. Oh no, you started at 50.
You want to take it to 100?
No, I do not.
I'll take it to 200.
Damn,
go.
I was. Oh, okay. Someone would like kind of let it slip a little bit, like the highs of the Spielberg bidding wars. Like, let's back off.
We're just going for it, I think, today.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have underestimated.
All right, I'll take it to 250.
I'll take it to 400.
Go out.
Bye, Ethan.
I'm out of that one. Yeah. See you
Bye,
later.
Felicia.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go 500. Who am I kidding?
I'll go 600.
Wow.
Is there a world where next year, the 2027 Academy Awards, we see a Chalamet nom for Dune as a collective?
Yeah.
Look what you've done for franchise.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Have you guys
don't
read
know.
Dune Messiah? The shit's nuts.
It's weird.
I heard it.
Very
it's
weird.
Don't
Yeah.
spoil
Go.
anything. I don't want to know.
It's gonna go crazy, and I'm here for it.
I'll go 625.
I'll go 650.
675.
I'll go 685.
700.
725.
750. I need this movie. I need a movie. I just want another movie.
Yeah. You do need a movie. I mean, you're the only one without a film.
800.
What do we thinking box office wise? Gabriel, you were pretty bullish on The Odyssey. You think Dune 3 is going towards $1 billion?
I think it could because of the cumulative factor. I bet like the first two movies will be re-released in theaters. There's going to be a lot of good energy, buoying it. But like I said, the book is weird. The movies should or could be weird, and maybe that limits some of the blockbustering of it. But
Sure.
I still feel good.
A little worried about it. More.
We're at 800.
Yeah.
825.
Coming to play.
Yeah.
I'll go 900.
Wow. I didn't think Dune Part 3 would be this movie. But what do I know,
It is big though, and the fans, I mean, like it has a lot of people very excited.
Yeah.
I think people love Dune and Dune Part 2.
Yeah. Dune
I
Part
think
2
I'm
makes $715 million at the box office, by the way, as a comp. Okay. So Gooch, you're throwing in the towel.
I'm throwing it in.
Okay. What was the final bid? What did we see? 900 from Gabriel?
900. Our spots are flipped, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, like Hail Mary's got to go back to Gooch.
Oh, right. Gooch got Project Hail Mary. I'm sorry. I was
That's
keeping
all
notes
good.
incorrectly. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you've got Dune Part 3, Gabriel, for $900. You feel good? Good investment?
Yeah, I even if it doesn't earn close to the Odyssey, I think it's going to be a masterpiece, just like the second was, and just like no, I don't think I think the second's better than the first, but I feel really good. Robert Pattinson as Sidetail, the villain of the piece, got more expanded role for Anya Taylor-Joy. I think I have a tiny concern, and I kind of said this when I was thinking about Dune Part 2, which is that it was so action-packed and exciting and amazing. When Denis went for more phantasmagoric, kaleidoscopic stuff, I just don't think he's such a druggy guy, and it kind of fell a little flat. Like he needs a little more Lynch in him for that kind of stuff. So maybe he's taken some shrooms since or tripped acid, and he knows colors and weird visions better. And I hope he instills them in this new film.
Well,
it's gonna
here's, I
require
think,
that.
actually where Sandgren coming on as the DP really helps because Greg
Tell me.
Fraser, it's so much gray and brown and those like muted tones. And we know Sandgren can play with color from
Yeah.
La La Land, Babylon. Let's see it.
Spoken like two people who just spent over $900, you know? I love it.
Honestly, yeah. Got to justify the purchase.
Right.
Okay, impressive work. Dune Part 3 is off the board. I am frankly surprised that so many big movies are off the board so quickly. I thought we'd play a little bit more of like, let's suss each other out, but I guess, you know,
There's
skip
still
the
some
foreplay,
big
get
ones
down
on
to
the
business.
board. There's
There's
still
some-
some.
There's a couple, but I don't think quite as big as Dune Part 3 or The Odyssey.
No.
But having said that, Gooch, you do have another nomination. So are you going to go big or small?
I'm going to go big. About as big
Wow.
as you can go. The biggest movie star in the world, escaping the clutches of IP filmmaking.
Fuck.
Starring as the most powerful man in the world, convinced he's the
Damn
only
it.
one who can save it. That is Tom Cruise, starring in Judy, directed by Alejandro Iñárritu. I'm going to start the bidding at $15. I don't know where the excitement level is for this. I don't love Iñárritu as a director. I think he's very
Me
talented.
either. Yeah.
But everything else about this is like screaming, this is going to be a banger. It's going to get a big IMAX release. Cruise
Yeah.
doing something that he hasn't done in forever. A massive cast. You also have Plemons. You have Emma D'Arcy. You have John Goodman. This is an exciting movie.
Can you see a world where this
Yeah.
is just a bad movie, though?
Yeah, absolutely. I can see this
100%.
being terrible.
Yeah.
But
I
this could
feel like
also
its,
be like
its
something
ceiling
great.
is the highest and its floor is also the lowest.
Yeah.
Drop out real fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good shout. Okay, what is the initial bid on this?
I'm starting at 15. This is kind of tough to gauge.
Okay. Yeah, it's tight. Is Judy the official title? Do we know? Or is that a project title?
As
Actually,
of now, I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Might be a project title because I've still seen it listed as untitled in some places. But I imagine, like, if I could predict, I think it will premiere at Venice. Does it have a date?
We
Remind
do
me.
have a
Yes.
we do have a date. It is currently slated for October 2nd, 2026 to be released by Warner Brothers.
I would guess Venice. I think it'll do a big festival
Could see that.
run.
Michael Stuhlbarg also in this movie, which is just
Hell yeah.
an all-timer.
There you
That
go.
guy. I'll go $20. I think what you bring up, Gabriel, is really important though for this movie. That it could be very good and like it could find its hive, and it could also just be a complete disaster.
I mean, Tom hasn't acted properly in decades.
Okay, let's
And
not
it is
throw the
in
final
your
reckoning
Acted
under the bus.
properly,
You know,
acted
holy cow.
properly. I've seen him do miraculous work and escape submarines, but you know,
Do you think he's a good pairing with Iñárritu? Do you think they
I have no
can work
fucking
together?
idea. I
Like
think
I don't.
it's-
That
I think it's
seems
bizarre.
strange to me. Yeah.
I think the whole thing's crazy. But I'm excited.
Well-
I'm rooting for it.
Yeah, I think what's interesting about the pairing is that if you remember, like one of the things that I find most irritating, I think about him during his award season run sometimes is he loves to, like the Revenant year, he made it seem like what he did was so hard. Like, I, slaved away on this. And I think he and Tom Cruise might match each other's energy there a little bit. He might
Interesting.
admire his commitment to really like doing all his own stunts, really going for it. So I think it could be good. I mean, I'm not an Iñárritu fan, but I'm excited to see this. Like my anticipation is high for it. I just don't have any money.
Told you should have made a voice memo, man. There
Yeah.
you go.
I'll go to 50. I'll take this to 50.
Wow, $50.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's more than I thought.
I love Tom Cruise, and this is. I mean, I love the Mission Impossible franchise, but this is like the most exciting thing he's done in 15 years,
Long
20
time.
years.
Honestly, it pairs well with both of your current movies because it is supposed to be sci-fi related too.
Yeah.
So who's gonna get it?
Yeah. I think that's interesting. I mean, obviously the Tom Cruise in me is like, don't abandon your boy. But
You have Tom Cruise in you?
no. I wish I had Tom Cruise in me.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to be watching Tom Cruise movies all the time is the thing. So I'd like to support, in theory, another auteur film on the team. You got to look at what's on the slate after this. The cast does look quite delightful. Looks like it could be really good. $50 though. This might be the biggest. $55.
$70.
Wow. How much money do I have left? Oh no, I really don't have a lot. Well, $75.
How much money do you have left? Didn't you just spend? Oh no, you spent 600. You only spent $680 so far.
I've still got some good, decent chunk of change.
I'll take it to 100. Fuck it, I can run all of you out of town. I'm the only one with money.
Yeah.
You could. Okay, I'm gonna concede on this one.
She's mine.
You'll get Judy, which is the Inarritu project. Now I think this is interesting for a draft because in a year that is really form fitted to IP and blockbusters, I know that our group, is searching for auteurs and searching for those movies, which this falls under very clearly. I don't know if the general public is like, yes, Tom Cruise Inarritu movie, top of the board for 2026.
I think he's well aware of that too, because I don't know if you saw that like a couple of weeks ago. They're launching this big like worldwide showcase for Inarritu. Tom did this like big video. He's like, it's such an honor to work with one of the most talented filmmakers working today, and we're going to be showing his movies all over the world in these big venues and doing this big year-long rollout for, a good director, a great director, and two-time Academy Award winning director, right? Fantastic, but does not carry sway with the general audience at all.
Agreed. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So we've got that off. That's currently slated for October 2nd. So Gooch, just so I'm clear, you have Project Hail Mary and the Inarritu project. Those are the two movies you have on your team so far?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, we're moving back up. I got to read that on my short list. No longer playable. Okay. Let's go in another direction. For $5, I'm going to put forth what has the potential, I think, to be the highest grossing movie of 2026, depending on the Odyssey. So it could be the second highest grossing movie of 2026. I'm going to put forth a movie that I think every single person on this planet and their children will watch probably many times. And I'm going to go with the Super Mario Galaxy movie. This movie is going to take over the world for that weekend, at least in April. It's currently slated for April 2nd. I like the first one. I think the trailer for the new one looks pretty awesome. And I think we're adding a couple cool voice cast members. And these movies just make a ton of money. And I think it's going to be really, really, really popular. And that's my play here. So for $5, I'm going to put it on the board.
You can have
take it, capitalist.
Wow. Are you serious, guys?
Even if I had the money, it would have been yours.
Way.
This is a travesty. Yeah.
No way. Are you kidding me?
I know you're a dad,
No, absolutely not.
Take
I
it.
almost wish that I just put it on the board for $1 just so you would have taken it. That would have been very funny.
What's the holdup? Like, I stand by this. I think it's gonna be another phenomenon. I think it's gonna be like on the like, yeah, it's good side kind of thing. But you guys just no interest.
I actually really respect the last one because I think it is a kids movie in a way that I think a lot of kids movies today just simply aren't. That just like pure entertainment, doesn't really try to have a ton of messaging or things for adults in it. It's just 85 minutes long and very fun for kids. Like my niece loves that fucking movie.
Yeah, my kids love it.
But when I have 4 spots left. I have 4 spots left, and Super Mario Brothers Galaxy is not taking one of those spots.
Okay. I think for me, I'm aiming for a box office pick. I don't think Spielberg is getting $700 million. No offense to our boy, but like, I just don't think it's going to happen. So this was my box office play. I feel pretty good about it. People who get it will get it, The dads will see me out there. The people with kids, they'll get it.
Okay, capitalist. Next.
I gotta have a populist pick.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
gonna do my part. Okay, Gabriel, you have a nomination. Damn, that really didn't go the way I thought it was.
I'm gonna go Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping for $1. Now, I can totally be outbid here, and I'd be sad because I am excited for this. I feel like Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes wasn't that bad. I kind of liked it.
Me too.
Then I read Sunrise on the Reaping earlier this year, and it's a little repetitive because every Hunger Games book's a little bit the same. That being said, like it's a good story always. It's always compelling, and they've really trotted out like an insane cast for this one. I don't know the young people. Sorry to the young people, but hopefully they break out. But I do know Jesse Plemons playing the Philip Seymour Hoffman role, Plutarch Heavensbee, which is like everyone's fan casting come true. So that's pretty cool. Kieran Culkin is playing Caesar Flickerman, which is also a great 1-to-1 to the Stanley Tucci. Rafe Fiennes is playing the big bad Coriolanus Snow. And I say all this and it'll probably get, purchased off of me, but I think they're putting like a lot of muscle into this in terms of the cast. I bet in terms of the budget, I think it's going to be a really good movie.
They got J-Law and Josh Hutcherson.
Right. That's
which I don't fully understand because it's set 50 years in the past, but hell yeah.
Yeah.
My boy Josh getting work. Yeah.
Wouldn't you have liked to just see that in the theater? But maybe that does draw people in.
Yeah,
for sure.
Glenn Close's makeup job also in the trailer. I did not even recognize her.
Me either.
Really good.
So yeah, $1.
I want to bid. But you know what just happened? I have the Super Mario Galaxy movie on my team, and that's my blockbuster bet. So I gotta diversify here.
Good. Also
animated, guys. If anybody should be getting credit that they fucking drafted an animated feature film, it should be me. People claim that I hate animation.
I didn't know
Look
the crash
was
going to come this quickly. I know you.
I know, right?
Look what I just did.
Just as I predicted, it had to happen at some point, and it's so early.
Lisan Al Gaib over here. Okay, texting the future.
I am excited for this movie, but I will let you. I'll let you have it. Ethan, you didn't like the last one, which I do think has its problems. The last 20 minutes is pretty shaky, but up until that point, I think this franchise is very consistent. Like it just turning in just very solid, well-made blockbusters.
Songbirds and Snakes was kind of a hardcore political thriller at times.
No.
I thought Tom Blythe was really good in that movie.
Same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty good. I think it is 35 minutes too long, and I do think that we hit some territory where it's just we gotta kind of wrap it up. But I get it. It's a franchise movie. They're kind of revitalizing a franchise, moving into the future. I thought the trailer for the new Hunger Games movie, Sunrise on the Reaping, was fucking cool. I watched it before I heard anybody's take on it, and I was like, that's a sick trailer. So I'm in. I'm not gonna bid on it. I only have 4 spots left. Look what I've done. It's the reality I have to live in.
All right, give it to me. $1. Come on.
Okay, so now comes the important question. This for $1, Super Mario Galaxy for $5. What was the better play? Really,
we got to be 5 times more on Benny Safdie voicing Bowser Jr.
It'll make me 5 times as much money. Well, maybe. We'll see. Okay.
If I get to multiply by 5 what my movie makes, Hunger Games, it'll beat your Super Mario's movie. We can take that bet now. Yeah,
we'll see. I'm not going to take that bet because I think Hunger Games is going to make a lot of money. So we'll see. Okay, Sunrise on the Reaping is yours for $1. Huh.
Love it. Wow. Love it.
Yeah, that's not ideal for us, but that's okay. Sophia, we're back to you. You have the Odyssey on your team.
I do.
How's life?
It's great over here. Very excited for the summer. So there are quite a few that I want, but I think, if I put them out there, you guys might
someone
just
says $2.
Right?
Yeah.
Really easily.
You're in a really tough
have
spot.
$1.
You're in a really tough spot.
I'm going Spider-Man Brand New Day for $1.
Is it coming out?
I think it's a brilliant play.
Yeah, it comes out.
Truly brilliant
Yeah.
play. Because I'm conflicted. I don't know what to do. $1 is like, come here, come take this from me.
Yeah, I'm dangling the carrot a little bit, but this also is plot TBA. I'm looking on Letterboxd, and it just says the 4th installment in the Spider-Man franchise, part of Phase 6. I don't know. I'm not really a huge Marvel person, I have to say. So Phase 6, all of this is a little meaningless to me, but I do like the Spider-Man movies. So,
well, you're gonna wish you had more money when you find out that PTA actually did rewrites on this.
The truth comes out.
I wish.
Can you imagine?
Huh.
In terms of like the comic book stuff for next year, I think this is top of the list for me, for sure.
Really?
The set photos also did a lot for me, and getting away from John Watts. The set photos were awesome.
Yep.
Of them like filming over in where were they? Scotland or Ireland?
I don't know.
Or
It looked good.
Somewhere across the pond. But yeah, no. Looks good, maybe. I don't like
we'll
Sophia
see.
said, we're at Phase 6 with Marvel, and the excitement has died down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not to, disparage this, but like in my research, this movie didn't even come up.
Wow.
Like, I guess I'm on the wrong.
Are you a Spider-Man hater?
I'm just like on the wrong sites, I guess. But like, I just did not even come up. I didn't even know this was coming out.
That's how it was with Super Mario Galaxy. Like, I've seen the trailer, but it wasn't even on my list.
Okay, that was unnecessary. We're talking about like Gabriel's lack of study here. It doesn't need to come back.
You're right.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Do we even know
this round is concluded? Can I grab some water real quick?
Oh, please. Yeah.
He's not going to Spider-Man.
Yeah, I guess. You're out on Spider-Man, then I take it. Currently slated for July 31st. To our point earlier, I don't think has any IMAX screens right now. This is 2 weeks after the Odyssey comes out. And it's kind of, right now, it's kind of looking like a pretty dead, like, post-Odyssey run that we're getting at the box office. Spider-Man is going to be a huge mystery, huge question mark. Destin Daniel Cretton is directing this movie, who did Shang-Chi, which I think is, like, pretty good. And ultimately falls into like the Marvel trap in the last 20 minutes, which every Marvel movie does. So we'll see. It has me a little bit intrigued. 2 things about this movie. They've already wrapped filming. This movie doesn't come out for 18 months, or excuse me, for like 9 months, 8 months, whatever it is. And then Sadie Sink has been cast in this film, and she is rumored to be playing a very large character. I won't say it. You can Google it if you want to find out. I know people don't like, I don't want to be spoiled on those kinds of things. Rumored to be pretty heavily like MCU future looking. So we'll see what that means. If Sadie Sink fits into a Spider-Man movie, questionable in my opinion.
Yeah. It's all a question mark. That's why I just put it up.
It's a big gamble.
Yeah.
It's going to make it's
like
one of those things. It's like Batman. Like it doesn't really matter if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna,
People
gonna
will
make
go
money.
to the theater. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be there. I'll be excited. I'm a No Way Home defender. I love where they've taken the direction of Spider-Man.
God, Ethan, you
can't. You don't like No Way Home?
Not really. No.
Wow.
It was a fun experience, like in the theater, but like that first rewatch at home, like could not get like it was.
I haven't rewatched it.
Haven't
really
done it.
tough.
Never will do it. So in my mind, it's a great feature film.
I'm out on this one.
I mean, nobody's bid for about 6 minutes, so I'm gonna
figured
guess
it was mine. Yeah. Okay.
$1.
So-
wow. Okay.
That's my second movie.
So this is interesting. So you got the Odyssey, and you have Spider-Man
Holland.
Brand New Day.
You got the Holland Zendaya.
I got Tom
double.
Holland.
Right. Yeah.
And Zendaya.
And
Oh my gosh.
Zendaya. Okay, so
I know who's winning the fan vote.
Are you going to be nominating the drama next, or where are you going with this to keep in line with your ties, your allegiances?
Let's see where to go next, because I didn't entirely think that would work out for me. So
were you hoping that someone would take it?
Sort of, yeah, a little
Were
bit.
you hoping that? Were you hoping that I
would?
would take it?
I was.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
I thought that the bait might work because I know you like No Way Home.
You know me well, but
So, but
couldn't be me. Not today.
it is what it is. Like, do I want some cooler picks? Yes, but I don't think I can get them for $1. So, Avengers
like you
Doomsday
could.
for $1.
I think you're doing the coolest thing that might ever be done on a team.
Really?
Yeah. You're doing some good work here with Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man and the Odyssey.
You guys play hearts? Like, when you just shoot the moon? Like, that's what I feel like you're doing right now.
I don't know what that means.
I have nothing to lose. I have $1. Like, I have how many
$1
dollars
and a
do I even
dream.
have left? $1 and a dream. Yeah, I have $4 left in my bank account, and one of them, there we go.
Yeah,
Doomsday.
I think you're about to have $3 left.
Okay, well, hold on. I think we should at least discuss potentially Avengers Doomsday.
I think it's gonna fucking suck.
I think it's probably going to be terrible, but the voters
am
are not
offended
going
by
to think
this
that.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm straight up, like,
Yeah.
everything about it so far, like every single new
Bad.
detail has been bad. Like, bad. Like, everything they've done is like, you're making your problems worse. Like, Marvel, you're making your problems so much worse.
Am I allowed to put up another one?
No. You've
Okay.
done
Clayface.
You put it up.
Yeah.
I mean, currently Letterboxd says the Avengers, Wakandans, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, and X-Men, which have not been formally introduced into the MCU as of yet, all fight against Doctor Doom. Plot TBA. Now, we did get a Doctor Doom Easter egg reveal at the end of Fantastic Four First Steps, which I thought was incredibly idiotically placed, and I thought was really, really poor taste for the future of the franchise. Nonetheless, Robert Downey Jr. loves the Russos, and he
sure
loves
does.
money, and I think that's pretty cool.
I'm just going to throw this out there. I think that when people look at my board, when they're voting, I'm giving this to you, Ethan, they're going to be like, wow, biggest movies of the year. They're all right there.
Honestly, they might, though. That's why I said you're doing great work, because you're running a social experiment right now. You're creating the biggest movies of the year board.
Yeah, maybe that's the plan.
I just don't Avengers Doomsday?
I don't know,
man.
There are Avengers movies I haven't even seen.
Okay, let me pose this. What if, Gooch specifically, what if we are wrong about Avengers Doomsday? What if it is an Infinity War level event? What if we go...
Doesn't even enter my consciousness. Doesn't.
Okay, Marty.
Can't be. Okay.
Like, they're like, I mean, come on, like, just move on from these fucking actors. They got Hugh Jackman out there, like 70 years old, just dehydrating him. Like, come on. All these actors need to move on.
Yeah.
And these studios, dude, like, what are you? Got
Gabriel,
the Fox, you got the Bryan Singer X-Men out there. Come on.
Where are you at on Avengers Doomsday? Where are you at on the future slate of the MCU here?
I think it's like a couple headed for divorce, like having a kid to save the marriage.
That's a phenomenal,
great analogy.
Like,
great analogy.
The Avengers Infinity War and Endgame were built up to for like very, very properly, very very delicately for like 15 years, and this has just been slapped together in 2 years, and it's gonna it's good. It's probably gonna make a ton of money, but it's gonna be bad. Gonna be bad.
This is me picking. This is the equivalent of Ben picking The Godfather Part 2 because he doesn't like it. And when I heard that and was absolutely stunned, because I think that's a perfect movie. This is like, I'm taking something I don't like and probably will not see when it comes out, just to see what happens.
You might win, though. You might win this draft.
I might.
I feel like you're the Elmo meme of just like the fire. And
the fire, yeah.
Ethan's really built this over 104 episodes, and you're just burning it all down right now.
Yeah. People just come in and they're like Doomsday for $1. Okay. Yeah. I was pretty pro Thunderbolts. I was less pro Fantastic Four. I think the MCU is markedly doomed for just eternity at this stage, which is unfortunate. Yeah. I think it's a real Russo connection problem that we've got going on there. But who am I to say? Okay, so both films you nominated, you got. Both of those movies exist.
I'm stunned.
Within the MCU. They are superhero feature films. in a year where there's a handful, right? So we're getting a couple MCU. We're getting Supergirl. That's gonna be a superhero movie.
I can't
Sure
deal
is.
with that.
Getting
The only
Clayface, that'll
Supergirl
be a
that
superhero
exists
movie.
to me is the one with Faye Dunaway from the 80s.
Okay. I thought you were gonna be
good.
one of those Melissa Benoist writers.
No,
who,
no.
like,
I don't even.
They're
I
gonna say
haven't
the only
watched that.
Supergirl is Ruth Bader Ginsburg or something.
Yeah.
No.
Really take a stand. Okay, so we're moving on. Gabriel, you have a nomination. You got $99 left. So you got a
Yeah.
little wiggle room.
I'm gonna go with A24 film The Death of Robin Hood from Michael Sarnowski.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Michael Sarnowski directed Pig and Quiet Place Day One. This is
Very
about Robin Hood grappling with his past life of crime and murder while in the hands of a mysterious woman after being critically injured. It stars Hugh Jackman, and he's not in shrink wrap like Gooch said for reprising
isn't.
the Wolverine. It's an actual living, breathing role. And it also stars Jodie Comer and Bill Skarsgård, and it's a period piece. And I'm gonna nominate this for $1.
Interesting. This was not on my list.
I'm excited for this. I think it's a great pick.
Thank you.
I'm excited for this as well, but I don't know if I want it enough to take up one of my spots. There's a lot of other stuff I really, really want, but this is interesting, and I think Sarnowski is like that. The jump from Pig to A Quiet Place Day One, which is a movie
Mhm.
I kind of liked,
Yeah.
but just two wildly different movies. It's really hard to say like what's his vibe so far.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think I'm excited for this too because I don't even know if it's like based off anything. Obviously, Robin Hood is like multi-thousand-year IP, but like I'm not sure if there's a book or anything. It's just him writing it. He must love the story and have a take on it, and so I'm excited for that.
The last Robin Hood movie we got, the Russell Crowe
I think so.
one.
Maybe.
I think so.
Like a gritty Robin Hood. Come on.
More of a Men in Tights guy myself.
Interesting. A24 acquired it out of the Cannes film market
Oh,
shortly after it was announced in production of May of 2024. They must have some faith in this movie to acquire it so quickly.
Let's go. Ring the bell, Ethan. I want it. Let's go.
It's all yours, brother.
$1.
You can have
We
it.
have very different strategies for our $1 picks or
Yes.
low picks.
I want to look myself in the mirror and be like, I love my
Yeah.
movies.
So I've done
Sophia,
that
you
on
can't say
previous
that.
drafts. No, but I
And
know.
you lost the
But
fan vote. I don't care. I want to
Yeah.
win
I
my
don't
own vote. My
I
heart.
like when I did an earlier draft and I was like picking All That Jazz and The Red Shoes and these movies I'm
Amazing.
obsessed with. I didn't win.
Right.
So we're trying
people-
something new.
You know, the people just, you don't know. You never know. Okay. My turn to put forth a movie. I think we're getting into some interesting territory here. So I've got a priority list of bigger movies, but then I have like a list of things that are smaller that I think maybe I can like kind of get away with. So I'm not going to tell you which list certain movies are on, but there's definitely a difference. I'm going to be nominating. I want to make a little bit of a play here. Sorry, I'm taking this very seriously, guys. I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do. I feel like we hit a really big drop off. Avengers Doomsday is off the board. So,
I feel like we're about to
ramp.
ramp. I feel like we're about to ramp up.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
There are a couple I really want that I know I'm not going to get, and it's just going to be sad.
It's been killing me to hold off on these
Mhm.
other picks, and now I'm about to reap the benefits.
Wow.
You guys,
Okay.
broke boys and girls.
Okay, for $1, I'm going to nominate M. Night Shyamalan's next film, Remain, with Jake Gyllenhaal, Phoebe Denver, and it is. I don't really know a lot about it. I just know it's an M. Night movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. That's kind of all I need to know. But apparently, it's about a guy and things go bad. That's what I'm quickly reading here.
You know who wrote the story with him?
Tell me.
Nicholas Sparks. How
My guy.
intriguing is that?
My
M. Night
guy.
Shyamalan and Nicholas
out.
Sparks.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me read this on Letterboxd. It's a little lengthy, but bear with me. When New York architect Tate Donovan arrives in Cape Cod to design his best friend's summer home, he is hoping to make a fresh start. Recently discharged from an upscale psychiatric facility where he was treated for acute depression, he is still wrestling with the pain of losing his beloved sister. Her deathbed revelation that she can see spirits who are still tethered to the living world, a gift that runs in their family, sits uneasily with Tate, who struggles to believe in more than what reason can explain. But when he takes up residence at a historic bed and breakfast on the Cape, he encounters a beautiful young woman named Wren, who will challenge every assumption he has about his logical and controlled world.
And Ren was dead the whole time.
Hey, fucking spoiler alert. God damn.
I just think it's funny he's playing a character named Tate Donovan. Like the actor Tate Donovan. That's very funny.
Leave it to M. Night, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
This is
No
yours.
bidders. No takers.
Listen,
Two in a row with no takers. Sophia, it feels like shit when nobody wants your movies.
I mean, no.
You should feel
I was
good.
shocked
You
that
should
you guys
feel.
didn't.
You should feel
You should
empowered.
good, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. I mean, honestly, the real heads out there, the M. Night heads they're gonna know. They're gonna find me.
I'll be there. I'll be there night one
yeah.
for
Yeah.
Invite.
I like Trap. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love Trap.
for sure.
Oh my god.
I've loved
so
his late
funny.
stage stuff. Like this is he's so reinvigorated and doing just
Mhm.
awesome stuff. I don't know.
Agreed. Slated for October 23rd right now, the only movie that has a release date in that window. Worth noting.
Ooh.
All right, cool.
Spooky.
M. Night
Nicholas
movie on my
Sparks.
team for $1 plus Nicholas Sparks. That's a win. Okay, Gooch, you have 2 nominations.
All right, let's start with one of my favorite directors. That's Martin McDonagh. This doesn't have a specific release date yet, but it's in post-production. I'm fairly certain this will release next year, and that is Wild Horse 9, starring Sam Rockwell and John Malkovich as 2 CIA agents in the 70s on a little road trip, which is putting 2 guys miserable with each other. That is a recipe for success with Martin McDonagh. So I will start the bidding at $10.
I was gonna put this up for
Wow.
$1, but I knew it would get taken, so I sold out. But yeah, this looks great. I can't wait for this. I feel like and my research too, like it didn't have a date, but I feel like it'll be one of those like fall festival later in the year big releases. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with $15.
I think for any listeners that are a little bit weary about our delineation of release in 2026, it did wrap filming on April 28th of 2025. So I think it stands to reasonably assess it will be out in 2026. You mentioned Sam Rockwell, John Malkovich, Parker Posey, Steve Buscemi, Tom Waits.
Yeah, that's a cast.
That's a crazy cast.
That's a cast.
I anticipate it being like Burn After Reading vibes in a positive.
Oh,
Damn, I'll take it.
I
I'll
could
take
see
it to
that.
20. What are we at now? What are we at?
15.
15? I'll take it to 25.
Wow.
I'll go 30.
I had never heard of this movie until you nominated it.
Really?
I
Yeah.
had it down. They're also in Chile, of all places, and I am
that'll be
obsessed
cool.
with Cold War meddling in a bad way in the United States and what we did, and it's just
What did
fascinating
we do?
to me.
What did we do?
Nothing
Yeah, could you
bad at all.
pinpoint that?
Read the log line.
So
Yeah.
I'm just riveted by the topic, and I'm sure it's gonna be really funny.
So we're at, what are we at?
I think that's
50?
30.
I'll take it to 50. This is Martin McDonagh, Ethan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Banshees
you
The
know-
Banshees of
Oscar
Inisherin in
noms.
Bruges.
Mhm.
Trust me,
billboards.
I know. I drafted Banshees of Inisherin in the Disney draft. I stand.
In the Disney,
Yeah, because
the Searchlight.
this movie similarly will be distributed by Searchlight, which does fall under the Disney brand.
It does, unfortunately.
I'm gonna go 50.
Interesting. Yeah, I do think the fall festival, like you mentioned Sophia, is fascinating because it doesn't have a guaranteed release date yet, and I wonder if Searchlight is going to try and feel their way to a fall run for an Academy Award situation, and that can be their plug for obviously someone who the Academy has nominated priorly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll probably take it on a similar run that they did with Banshees. I feel like that would make sense
Banshees
for
came out
them.
towards the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think so.
Yeah.
That was an October 21st release. So, yeah, 55.
I'll take it to 75.
I think you got me there.
There we go.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Hell
Wild Horse 9, the new Martin McDonagh movie for $75.
That's a steal. That's a steal. It's not going to win me anything on this graphic. I'll tell you that much. I think I'm already out. Once I didn't get the Odyssey or Dune, like, or the
It's over.
Spielberg. Yeah. It's just like, all right.
You never know, man. You have another nomination.
I'm going to go with a movie that I think could end up being like the best of the year. And on paper, it has very heavy Social Network vibes. That is Luca Guadagnino's Artificial, about Sam Altman and all the AI shit. And I'll start the bidding at $1 for that one. Where are we at with Luca right now?
I was just going to ask, what's your temp take? Because after the hunt, not putting him in a good spot.
I mean, I love Luca, love all of his movies really up until After the Hunt, which was just such a disappointment. I feel like we had such a great year too last year with Challengers and Queer. I love A Bigger Splash, but yeah, I mean, I do have high hopes for this one. It was on my list to nominate for $1.
I'm seeing now it's going to be a dramedy.
I think it's worth more than that.
Simon Rich is the writer, and he's a comedy writer, wrote on SNL and did a bunch of sitcoms, and he's really funny in like a understanding the tech world kind of way. So this could have like more like Big Short vibes than any docudrama.
Big Short, you say?
It was shooting here on location in San Francisco, which I was happy to hear and see, even though I didn't run into Andrew Garfield. So I think it's going to be a better movie than After the Hunt, but After the Hunt on paper, should have been a great movie too. So.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah. Cast for this: Andrew Garfield, Yura Borisov of Anora fame, Jason Schwartzman, Cooper Hoffman, Monica Barbaro, Billy Lord, Chris O'Dowd,
Cooper Hoffman. Come on,
Mark Rylance,
love Cooper Hoffman.
Most importantly, Elon Musk, played by Ike Barinholtz.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's huge.
I think it's gonna be funny and fun, and like Luca will be loose with it. So I feel good about it.
I think this has Inarritu potential, where it could just be like it could end up being an absolute banger, or it could be an After the Hunt situation where it's just like, why did we make this movie?
I do question, because like Sam Altman, he isn't a producer or anything, but like is in on the joke of the movie. So how hard will it go at AI?
Yeah,
if he advised on it or things, I'm curious.
Well, I think the bidding has probably run its course, is my guess.
$1?
I think you get it for $1.
Hell yeah. I'll take it.
Okay. Did you have a question? You said you were going to pose something.
Wasn't Zuck kind of not like, on the, giving notes, but he did. I mean, he's never had any malintent towards the Social Network, right? Like he showed it. I thought he like showed it. Like, I think there was like a recent like interview where he was like, he showed it to his like.
If he has done that recently, it's totally to retcon how upset he was back in the day and pretend he's like a good sport.
That's funny.
No, he would never do that.
No. Okay. Luca's new movie off the board. Notably, After the Hunt did not get chosen in any of our 2025 drafts. As it was, which was also forthcoming Luca movie. So, okay.
Is there a most disappointing draft or no?
No, but that could be a good draft in the future. Could be a good kind of round out the year. Yeah, let's talk about 24 movies that absolutely stunk. That's good podcasting. Okay, I have a nomination. Back to the board. So I've got Remain. That was on my short list. I think let's put out a movie. I need to do a brief kind of synopsis of this. I need to see what I'm working with if I really want to get involved. Because it could be a high risk, high reward. But I don't know. Let me read the premise. maybe not for me.
Love
Very
the strategy
curious
in
what
real
that was.
time. Yeah.
I can't remember every log line, guys. You know, I gotta do some live research. For $1, I'm gonna nominate a movie very near and dear to my heart. I'll be there night number 1, and I love to see my girls on the big screen. I'm gonna be putting forth The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Damn it.
Yes.
I did want it. But
If you'd asked me a month ago, I would have been bidding on this, but the
trailer looks great. What are you talking
the
about?
trailer
Gooch?
has the Netflix sheen. That's
the
scary.
teaser's getting totally dragged.
Not by me, it's not.
Okay. There was I'm sorry I don't have the guy's name, but this guy made an amazing YouTube video about the lighting of that trailer and using it to explore just like why movies look like shit now. And maybe we could link to it or something, but
is that the
for sure.
first optic video?
no, that's a great one too, though. I think everyone's like onto movies, hopefully, and how bad they look. Many of them.
We need the YouTubers. We need the YouTubers to speak up. Is what we need.
I'm glad that my nomination of The Devil Wears Prada 2 could instigate this conversation of why movies look like ass now. So that's really meaningful to me personally.
It's
movie
always
that's gonna
you.
be on my team.
It's always back to you.
It's always, it is back to you. But I'm excited for this and for, Meryl back as Miranda Priestley. That's exciting enough.
You're
I
on a
think.
first name basis with her.
Okay.
Yeah. Meryl.
She and I share a birthday. First name basis.
Me and Meryl's.
You know, we've been considering doing long time just gestating on this idea of a Meryl Streep collaborative draft. Maybe 2026 is the year.
Maybe.
Obviously, my girl, Anne Hathaway, is at the lead in this. She's got a pretty juicy 2026 coming up.
She does.
And let me be frank with you right now. Probably not the last Anne Hathaway movie we're going to be talking about here on this draft. That's my guess. Okay, so I take it nobody wants that film because it looks like shit, right? Nobody cares about The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yeah, I'm excited I'm excited for a lot of my friends who go see 2 movies a year because I know this will be one of them.
Right. Are you excited for me though? That's the real question.
Well, yes, because this is gonna tank your squad. No, this will probably help you. Honestly, like this will look good on the graphic because it's like
I think it will.
Like you think like Devil Wears Prada 2. Oh yeah, and then you kind of don't have time to remember what it looked like in that teaser.
Exactly. Now you're catching on. Okay, we're back up to Gabriel for nomination.
All right.
Interesting. We've all basically gotten our nominations, kind of up and down for a little bit now.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma from Jane Schoenberg.
Okay. Big one.
Good pick.
I
forgot.
I really loved their first film. We're all going to the World's Fair, and then I was very impressed by I Saw the TV Glow, even though I didn't really love it. And this one sounds great. I don't want to read the whole log line because it's not a log line, it's an entire paragraph, but it's basically, there you go. It's basically like a meta horror film, kind of in the vein of I Saw the TV Glow, where a director becomes fixated on the prospect of casting the reclusive actress who played the final girl in an old horror movie. And it stars Hannah Einbinder and Gillian Anderson, and I bet it's going to be a banger. So I'll nominate that for $1.
I love Hannah Einbinder and Gillian Anderson too. That's a great pair.
It's a woman who means a lot to me, and I wish I had room for this movie on my squad.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's really the internal debate of like the lesser known film, you know, on a draft like this. I obviously do love I Saw the TV Glow very, very much, and in Jane We Trust. Patrick Fischler is also in this movie from Mulholland Drive fame. You may know him from that. He's also in Under the Silver Lake.
He's got the eyebrows.
Movie. He's the eyebrow man.
Yeah.
Good shout.
Yeah.
Huh. $1, you say?
$1.
I'll go $2.
I'll go $5.
Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
I'll go $10.
I'll go $25.
Whew.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Getting a little spicy.
I
here.
don't want to be sitting here with money remaining. Ethan's not Venmoing us after this, right?
Yeah. As far as you're concerned, I'm not.
You can send me my $3 at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, it actually rolls over into your next draft.
Oh, I will.
We've considered in the past having rollovers. Got to be honest, there's no producer of this show. It's me, so I'm not taking on an extra workload for you guys. I'll go $35.
Wow. You felt bad about your blockbuster picks. You want a cool critic pick, don't you?
No, not in the slightest. No way, Jose. I stand by. I'm just trying to make sure I have a wide variety of films that can encompass all quadrants.
What's the amount? 35?
35.
I'll let you have that, actually.
Does
your team
this
needs
movie...
it.
Speechless. So sorry. That was really rude. That's crazy stray. My team needs it?
Yeah.
What does this mean?
It means what it means.
Okay.
Your team needs it. It was almost as crazy a stray as Gooch just taking a swipe at John Watts, which didn't get acknowledged. But
yeah, that's true. That was a huge swap. Okay. I think also worth noting on this, it is produced by I don't know if Plan B specifically, but Brad Pitt is attached to produce, and it is distributed by Mubi, which is cool. Also a little bit of a gamble. I don't know who's going to see this movie. You know what I mean? So that's a tough beat there. But I'll take it. I'm really excited about that. For $35. Right on. Thanks,
It's all
Gabriel.
yours.
How's my team look now? Are we
got to write it in.
Okay.
No, wrong team.
Wrong line.
Wow. Okay. Listen,
Your team
Dude,
is
you're fixated. You're just trying to give Gabriel every movie.
Okay, for listeners who can't see the doc that I'm live editing for everybody on this show to have
very nice of
current dollar amounts,
it's very nice of you.
I typed it in the wrong box, I'm trying my hardest. Okay, Sophia, you do have a nomination. We've made it back to you.
Okay. I'm going to go with a sequel next. Another one, I guess.
Ooh.
Hopefully a little more respectable. But for $1, I think it's definitely worth putting on the board. One of my favorite filmmakers making a sequel to one of my favorite movies of the past 10 years. I'm going to, for $1, put up The Adventures of Cliff Booth.
Oh,
fascinating. Really interesting.
I don't know what to make of this. So this is 8 years after Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So we're in the 70s. And Cliff Booth is now a fixer. So no longer a stuntman. Set photos of this, I'm not quite sure how to feel. I have to say it. But I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I thought it was worth maybe entertaining and putting it up.
There's probably something to be said whenever we do get a teaser for this movie. Probably going to have that Netflix sheen to it. And
it is big bad Netflix. So that is because Fincher's in Netflix jail. So
we got to stop saying jail. He put the bars up himself.
Yeah,
that's
he
true.
built the
That's
prison.
true. He did
build the prison.
You're right.
We got to stop giving him we all love him. One of the best filmographies of all time. He has done incalculable damage to this industry with his Netflix deal. He's had many chances to leave.
He can't make fucking Mindhunter season 3. So
he can't make that. Yeah, if he wanted to make Mindhunter season 3, they'd let him make Mindhunter season 3. He really wanted to do it. They let him make fucking Mank.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
He's making a Squid Game series.
Well, we're going to go with a theme on my board, which is Sellout, aside from Christopher Nolan.
It's a great theme. Rumored to have cost about $200 million budget for this film.
What?
How?
Not quite sure.
On what?
Why or how? It is currently slated to release in the United States in 2026. It does not have a release date yet. Shot by Eric Messerschmidt, which is of note, obviously. So that's happening. This is a grenade
a no?
on your team. I'm taking a hard no on this one.
Okay.
Is
Not
there
that
a
I'm
world
not
where this is
excited
good?
for it. That's my question. I don't think so.
But it's Tarantino and Fincher. Like, don't you think that's at least interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll-
Yeah. Abdul
If it
Mateen,
was
the
anything
third-
else,
the second
like if
is
it
in this
was
movie.
anything else, why is it
Yeah.
this?
I don't know.
Well,
But you know what my board has? Name recognition.
It
I think
does.
I'm gonna steal it for $2. Sorry.
Oh god.
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can.
I
500.
You got
I'm
it.
gonna take a gamble. I think I think if it's not good, it's at least really watchable and
Yeah.
and fun. And I want to believe. It's a belief
Okay.
pick, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big belief. I've only got one slot left. I'm not using it on this.
Okay.
Although arguably is a rather psychotic thing to be like, I won't take the Fincher movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are you gonna do?
Okay. Well,
Okay.
let's see.
So
Thought
this
I was gonna
belongs
get that
to
one.
Gabriel. Gets The Adventures of Cliff Booth. Now, can I ask you guys? This might be common knowledge, and I might just be forgetting this. Is this in any way, shape, or form attached to the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood novel that Tarantino wrote,
No.
or is this completely separate?
I mean, it might involve background details and stuff, but this is moving past the plot.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Totally new. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have another one to nominate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see here.
I just want to give a huge shout out for our auction skills. We're really doing the Lord's work with dollars and $2. And this is the kind of content the listeners love to hear.
I guess so.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm
happy with
gonna
our-
throw this out there, and if you say no, you say no. But it's going to start shooting early 26.
Whoa.
Mm,
Whoa.
It's a little dicey as it is, but okay.
No?
Toss it out.
Try it.
Oh, I know it's gonna be-
Martin Scorsese's What
Yep.
Happens at Night.
No.
I'm not going to let that fly.
No.
All right. Worth a shot.
I commend you for withholding that nomination until now. Very savvy. There's
You
no
know-
way in hell that gets released in 2026. I don't
We'll
think
see.
so.
I don't know.
This is
Okay,
his next
well,
movie with
with
Leo,
Jennifer
correct?
Lawrence and Leo. Yes.
Okay.
And it's going to be, I mean, he has so many movies that, like, if you look at Martin Scorsese's IMDb or really just he has so many projects that he's circling or that are in the works, but this is the one that has the most details attached to it because Leo has been talking a lot about it. They both talked about it at his Time Entertainer of the Year talk that he gave. So I'm excited for it nonetheless. Hopefully it comes
Yeah.
out.
Leo doing that and Heat 2 in the coming years.
Listen, if Heat 2 was eligible,
Oh, it would have been.
Yeah.
I was
start
looking at
with-
Miami Vice, but that's 2027 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be cool.
okay. I'm gonna throw out a movie that I just think looks really cool and that we know is coming out. I'm going to put up David Lowery's Mother Mary for $1.
Ooh.
I will bid $2.
Fair.
That was my next and halfway
Schwab.
movie. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Schwepp. Gotcha.
That's fine.
Do you want to speak on it for a moment? Do you want to
Sure.
tell us what Mother Mary's about?
Yeah, so Mother Mary is a movie that honestly, like, I thought was going to come out this past year. It's A24, David Lowery, one of my favorite filmmakers. The Green Knight that he made was just, I thought, a perfect movie. Love The Old Man and the Gun. I think that has a great Robert Redford performance in it. But this film follows the psychosexual affair between pop singer Mary and fashion designer Sam after the former's need for a dress for her new tour draws them back together. That is a very like me movie. Like that is a Sophia coded movie, despite me picking Avengers Doomsday. So I had to put it up.
I like the diversity, but but now it's not on your team.
Not anymore. No.
Right.
After
Well, I
that
have
big
others-
diatribe, I'm
I
so
have
moved
others
right
in
now.
my-
I'm forgetting that Ethan stole it from you.
I have
damn
so
others
it,
in my
sorry.
back pocket.
Yeah. I'm so
Ethan,
sorry.
could you speak on it so beautifully like that, even though it's your team pick?
Yeah, actually what I was going to bring to the board and the reason I wanted this is because Anne Hathaway is hot. And that's it. That's really all that matters to me in this movie. Yeah, I am a big David Lowery stan. I also think The Green Knight is really, really good. He made a Ghost Story, which I think is just like a phenomenally underrated and executed film. This trailer to me looks really interesting. I am obviously hoping it'll be quite good, and it's got like trap vibes to me, which is pretty fun and
Wait,
and
trap
pretty
as
cool.
in this? It's a trap pick because it could be bad,
No, trap as in M. Night's Trap, like the movie.
but could it be bad too?
No, because it's on my team. Look at my team, all bangers.
David Lowery did direct Peter Pan and Wendy. Very
Didn't
recently.
hate that.
I want to give an argument for that. David Lowery, the king of One for You, One for Me, absolute masterclass in let me make a ghost story and I'll make you an IP monster. Let me make a Green Knight and I will make you another IP monster. He does this. He goes back and forth with Disney and A24.
I
think it
this
is quite
is
brilliant.
good, but I hope it's more like Vox Lux than it is Opus because I could see this being really bad.
I think it looks more like a Vox Lux, but better because I think
Yeah,
David
people don't.
Lowery is more disciplined than Brady Corbet, I would say, in his filmmaking. Doesn't let it get too unwieldy.
True. Anne Hathaway, Michaela Cole, Hunter Schafer, Kaya Gerber in this movie as well.
Wow.
And that's a huge win in my books. So I'll take Mother Mary unless anybody's going to bid on it. It's mine. Okay. $2. That fills up my team. Let it be known as well that the last two picks that I had, Mother Mary and Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma, both include the word psychosexual in the Letterboxd logline. So if you need any interest into what kind of movies I like, that's a pretty good tell.
But thankfully not in Super Mario. Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Well,
we don't know yet.
I mean,
Anything
with
is
Benny
possible.
Safdie bringing his
Yeah. I mean, they're introducing Daisy. Like, who knows what can happen?
Exactly. Yeah. Anything could go down. Okay. So that was Sophia's second nomination. Gabriel, we are to you for a nomination.
all right, this is gonna be like maybe not, maybe so, but kind of a dark horse, but I really want to own this one, and that is Tony, the Anthony Bourdain biopic from Matt Johnson. Stars Dominic Sessa, who petitioned himself for this role with how much he looked like young Anthony Bourdain, and it worked out for him. And he was the star, of course, of Holdovers, breakout star there. Antonio Banderas also stars. Amelia Jones, who's just amazing on Task, the TV show, if people watch that. And Matt Johnson, the director, I just think the guy's brilliant. I thought Blackberry was great and like a big surprise, way better than I thought it would be. And there's a movie that's slowly starting to come out now called Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. And it's from Neon. It's his comedy duo with his buddy that, they made internet sketches through the 2000s. And now this is a movie kind of reflecting on their work together, but it's completely a comedy. Like, I knew nothing about it and watched it at TIFF and was just cracking up. So this guy can do no wrong for me. I know this won't be a traditional biopic because he's behind it. And so I'm going to wager or put up $10 for this.
Okay.
Not in on the bidding, but I think that has a lot to do with not having seen Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie yet, which I've heard like everyone I've talked to has been like, no, you got to see this. Like, it's just like one of those must-see
Really
movies.
funny.
Yeah. Leo Woodall also in this movie, shaping up to have a pretty radical 2026. He had a couple things show at TIFF. Nuremberg, one of those that came out in 2025. He did another movie. Sophia, I don't know if
Tuner.
Tuner.
Yeah.
Thank you for the title. Tuner, which was one of my favorite movies out of TIFF, hopefully coming out in 2026. He'll also be in this movie. Production wrapped in August of 2025. So I think it's safe to say This movie's a good 2026 release. This is an A24 film. So
also, who
that's
doesn't love
interesting.
Anthony Bourdain? You know, special man.
Yeah.
Did so much for, you know, food and people's passion for food and different cultures and different cuisines, and I miss him every day. So the only question is if he's, you know, Dominic Sessa is gonna like live up to the role. But what's kind of interesting, he's not being asked to be Anthony Bourdain, you know, gray hair, jujitsu legend, you know, traveling the world. This is young Bourdain, so could be good for that reason.
Yeah. And you put this up for $1, is that correct?
I said 10.
$10. Okay. I think if people like Matt Johnson and the things that he has done, especially considering he has some movies coming out and other things, he did a wonderful small little movie called Matt and Mara, one of my favorite movies of 2024. He stars in that film. And if you like kind of smaller Eric Romer type style stuff, that's a great movie to check out. It's a very small movie, but one of my favorites. Okay. I mean, I'm out. I filled up my team, so I think you get it for 10, Gabriel. Well done.
Great.
Okay. I filled up my team, so we're going to bypass. I'm not allowed to nominate anything here. Gooch, you've got 2 nominations.
I do. I'm just making sure that this is the next one. Okay, that's not. I thought that was actually. I thought Godzilla -0 was coming out next year, but
I think it is.
I think we do have a Godzilla movie next year. Yeah.
Okay, because IMDb listed as in production. Like, are they gonna get that
I
out?
think it's coming out.
It's set to be released worldwide in late 2026. We'll
All
play
right.
with the information we have.
It's
So I think
filming
it's
right now.
greenlit.
I mean, but yeah.
It's filming right now, and they're gonna.
No, I'm reading this is actually crazy, and so I'll read it. On December 10th, so that was yesterday, Yamakaze finished that day's filming at 5 p.m. Then made a surprise appearance at a Tokyo event for James Cameron's Avatar: Fire and Ash. At that conversation, Cameron expressed enthusiasm for Godzilla -0 and offered to direct the film's second unit if it fell behind schedule. I bet it comes out end of next year. But these are all good cosigns, I'd say.
Yeah.
All right, I'll throw it out for $1. Godzilla -0. I loved -1.
Me too.
-1.
Yeah, -1 is dope.
So good.
Very cool. I think this movie's going to be awesome. I mean, I don't know another way around it. Like, there's not really a whole lot to like try to get at here. I think they know what they're doing with Godzilla. And
what do you guys think the movie could do, and so that it feels and is different, though? Just out of curiosity.
It's a good question.
2 Godzillas.
2 Godzillas. Bigger Godzilla. Well,
why are there balloons on my screen?
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know.
2 dragons. You guys seen Starsky and Hutch? You know?
2 dragons.
I don't know. They teased something with the wife at the end of the last movie, I think.
Because like I don't really want to see the moth and the crazy. Like I liked how real, you know, Godzilla -1 felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it has that same like energy to it, which felt very Spielbergian. Like which obviously Spielberg loved that movie.
Yeah.
So Godzilla -0. Am I getting that for $1?
It's all
my
you,
big
man.
boy, my big lizard.
I would have tried, but
Okay.
broken record.
Some just wild bidding that's like just not bidding, which I don't know if has ever really been done before here, which is pretty impressive from all of us.
And now I kind of get to pick my last movie if I want to.
Yeah, you have
I would love to throw out. I would love to throw out a few of these, but I'm worried if I throw it out, no one's gonna hit on it. But I would love to hear you guys talk about it. But I'm gonna have to go with one that I really want, and it's not gonna win me. I think I'm out on winning this graphic. So I'm gonna put the next Ruben Östlund movie, The Entertainment System is Down, starring Keanu Reeves, which has just a terrific tagline, as kind of like all of his movies do, which I think I had to pull it up, but they're on a flight and the entertainment system goes down and the people on board have to keep themselves from getting bored. They just, that's that's as Ruben Östlund as it gets. He did Triangle of Sadness, Force Majeure, The Square. I've liked almost all this stuff. And I'm sure I'm going to like this too. And Keanu, come on.
Yeah. Östlund's a little bit of like a cultural dichotomy. I think you either fall with him or you don't. I fall with him. I really like Triangle of Sadness, as did much of the Academy the year that it came out. I like what he does. The cast of this movie looks completely to a T exactly what he needs for a movie like this. Keanu Reeves, Kirsten Dunst, Daniel Bruhl, Nicholas Braun, Samantha Morton, Tobias Menzies. It's got all the people, and it is a compact set in one location. What is sure to be a comedic political horror. Like I think it's going to be quite good.
The subject matter, I feel like, will be right on for him. Like you can just already see it.
I'm stressed already just thinking about it, how claustrophobic it'll be.
Yeah, it's going to be something.
So put that on my graphic. For how much money do I have left?
You've got $798. You want to spend it all on this movie?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, you've got it. The entertainment system is down.
He would be so happy about that. When he wins his next Palme d'Or next year. Yeah.
Yes, another Palme d'Or.
Yeah,
it's like the SpongeBob and the SpongeBob lobbing it up to Patrick Star. Another Palme d'Or for Ruben Östlund.
Is Joel Edgerton still part of this class? Oh yeah, Tobias Menzies replaced Joel Edgerton.
There's another Joel Edgerton thing I had on my board, which we got to talk about in a minute.
Julie Delpy was added to this cast?
Oh,
did you guys know that?
I didn't know that.
What?
I didn't
know that either. Oh my God. Okay, well, there is no confirmed release date yet, but I think it's okay. I think we're okay.
Yeah. It's been done filming, I think, for a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty good on that. Okay. Shot by the same guy who shot Triangle of Sadness and Problemista. Pretty solid mid-tier.
I still haven't seen that.
Yeah, A24 movie from last year.
It's pretty good.
Okay. So Gooch, you're done. You've got your team. I've got my team. Gabriel, we're back to you for a nomination.
Yeah.
This is fascinating how this is playing out here.
Yeah. I feel the most stressed now because what I pick will mean I don't get to pick other things. So I have some things I'm between, and like Gooch, I'd love to discuss them once we wrap.
Sure.
But I'm really choosing between two things. I'm just going to go with my gut, and I'm going to say Resident Evil from Zach Kreger.
Yep. New Kreger film.
He's on a hot streak.
Yeah, you don't say. He this stars Austin Abrams, and everything I've heard about this is that it's just going to be relentlessly scary and a lot of fun. And I think that that's the energy that the game has and what Kreger wants to capture because he loves that game and knows it inside and out. Yeah. So I love his movies. I thought Weapons was great and I loved Barbarian, but I think what he can do here is not be like beholden to the IP of Resident Evil. Instead, just like know it, embody it, and then just make a really cool movie that is called Resident Evil. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
I think Resident Evil also is like the perfect sized like game in terms of fandom where you don't have to like adhere to these like canons and like all the rules of adapting a Resident Evil game where like we're about to get 1 million video game adaptations over the next 20 years. And
financially this could pop off.
It would be nice if
100%.
a few of these were good because so far it's been tough sledding.
I'm gonna just share a couple co-stars to Austin Abrams. Paul Walter Hauser, always delightful, just the man. And Zach Cherry from Severance.
Yeah.
Dylan.
Oh.
Dylan. It's good stuff. Apparently this was bid on for distribution rights by 4 studios, including Warner Brothers and Netflix. And Sony Pictures Releasing got this movie.
They backed up the Brinks truck for Kreger. Like he got so much money to direct this, I think.
I think there's a lot of hype with this movie. Crazy. Yeah, it's all yours, man. Do you get to determine how much money you want to spend on this? You got $86 left in the bank.
Give it all to the auction house.
Okay. Well, claim your dollars. Resident Evil for $86 going on your team. Hopefully better than Weapons. Sophia.
Oh, wow.
You've got a nom.
What the fuck?
Way to drop that. Okay. So I really it's just me now, which
you started out alone and you ended alone.
Yeah. My first pick. So I'm going to be taking Werewolf from Robert Eggers.
Nice.
His follow up to Nosferatu. I feel like he, for me, is just one of those filmmakers who I find his research process really exciting. Like he really digs into creating these worlds, and we know that he's going to, I think here, obviously, like it feels like a good follow up to films like The Witch and Nosferatu and The Northman in particular. I mean, even The Lighthouse, sure, but he's going to be leaning into that period folk horror again and bringing back Aaron Taylor Johnson, Lily Rose Depp, mainstay and mainstays Ralph Ineson and Willem Dafoe. Yep. So this is a Christmas 2026 release. So we're all going to have the scary wintry time at the theater.
Where are you guys on werewolves?
Like, are they real or like what's your question?
Just like as a cinematic like creation, do they compel you?
Not as much as vampires, I have to say. Like not really like on the, if we're thinking of all the different types of movie monsters, not that high, but I think I'm excited to see what he does with it.
I would love if this can wash the Leigh Whannell Wolfman bad taste out of my mouth.
I was just gonna ask, didn't we get a Wolfman movie this year?
Oh, it was rough. Yeah.
It was bad.
Oh, so I should watch it. I have a catch up that I'm trying to do in December.
Christopher Abbott, Julia Gardner.
Yeah, it's not really selling me.
Yeah,
tough. I like werewolves.
As long as they're
pretty impartial.
What were they in Twilight? They like were werewolves, but they weren't. They were
sexy.
They were like shapeshifters or something.
Sexy.
As long as they're not that,
you
got to transform.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure this movie will be pretty good. I gotta rewatch Nosferatu. I was a little cold on Nosferatu, and I want to give it another.
It is a cold movie.
I'm an Eggers defender. People keep asking him to like change his style, do something different. It's just like, do we need him to change his style? I like that. I know kind of like what I'm walking into with him. I like that he's doing something very different from everyone else, and no one else seems to be following him. So if he puts out one of these every 2 years, I'm more than happy with it.
He's a great craftsman. Like the movies look amazing, and the costumes and the details. What historical monster do you guys want him to take on next?
Ooh.
Are you ready for his Mexican capybara?
I was about to say,
there you go.
Mothman,
or Chupacabra, sorry.
Abominable Snowman.
Sure. That could be cool.
The New Jersey Devil.
Yeah, I think Eggers is interesting. We did do a Robert Eggers, Ari Aster, Jordan Peele collaborative draft, which was our most listened to episode of 2025 by thousands of plays. Whoa. So people love Eggers, and they come out to defend. And maybe we'll have to relitigate come werewolf time where Eggers' filmography stands. You do get 2 more movies, Sophia.
I know. The next one, I'm going to take another shot. It doesn't have a date yet, but I'm just going to try for Jack of Spades, the Joel Coen movie starring Josh O'Connor and Leslie Manville.
I do not know anything about this.
I don't either.
There have been set photos. It is an American
I want this for you, but
mystery.
I also might call challenge because filming ran through October. Could be right on the edge of end of 2026.
Yeah. Interesting. Tough precedent because we did just kind of run through a couple of movies where we were just like, yeah, it's probably coming out.
I will say though, it doesn't have a distributor yet, so I understand. Like that's another, like I would say, like the McDonough that had a distributor,
right? Yeah, I'd fall in line with Gabriel a little bit. I'd take a challenge to this, unfortunately.
The Coens got to get back together. This is not working, people.
Yeah,
but I will say I like Joel so far on his own more than Ethan on his own.
Is Ethan on his own, or is Trisha Cook on her own?
I think that might be the problem, actually.
Like, I don't get me wrong, I know women filmmakers, but I can only watch that same exact movie she keeps making so many times.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make you put up another one.
That's fine. For $1, I'm gonna take one that's actually we already know is good just from early reactions. People just saw it the other day, And
Yeah.
speaking of female filmmakers, I'm going to take 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple for $1.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a great
Nia.
get.
Nia
Let's go.
DaCosta, who I really liked Hedda also. And I feel like just based on the early reactions to this one, I mean, people, when this was really scheduled for the Dumpuary window, people were like, this is going to be bad. But early reactions seem positive. So I'm going to take it for $1.
Love that.
And
Hope they can shoot the third one soon too, and keep us on a steady
Mhm.
like 6 or 7 month pace,
Yeah.
but might be a little
Keep
longer.
moving out.
mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I think good things happen when you put Nia DaCosta behind the camera. And I think Hedda and Bone Temple are probably pretty good examples of that. The Bone
Mhm.
Temple will come out like a couple of weeks after this episode comes out, which is pretty exciting stuff.
Also,
Yeah.
when Jack O'Connell gets to just go ham, like it's always a success.
Yeah. Jack O'Connell's in Ferrari? Wow. I didn't know that.
He's got another movie
Mhm.
coming next year, which I don't think Sophia's going to roll with here, but there is one that I'm very excited for.
I had that on my list too.
Oh my gosh, what is
Really?
it? I don't think I'm going to pick it.
Well, pick and then-
Danny Boyle's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
No, that wasn't on my list.
He's also slated to be in Godzilla Kong Supernova in 2027 for all those Jack O'Connell heads
That's
out
the
there.
title of the next Godzilla Kong movie?
It is Supernova. Yeah.
Wow.
Huh. I don't know.
Godzilla fights a star.
Godzilla goes to space.
Yeah.
You know who's also in space? Super Mario.
Is he?
I thought that was a pretty good. Guys, Super Mario
I'm just-
Galaxy?
I'm just trying to make my decision here for my next
Oh
one.
my gosh. Okay. All right, guys. You got one more slot, and then we
I have
finished up
one
the draft
more
here.
slot. Do I want to go with something really cool or something uncool?
You already have Pete Cool on your team. You've got Doomsday.
Yeah. In Spider-Man Brand New Day. I
would actually like to make you go see those movies. If they're on your team, you have to see them. How about
So
that?
we have at Awards Watch, we have a thing right now where if One Battle After Another wins 7 Oscars, that's the mark. If it wins 7,
Okay.
I'm saying to myself, I can't have that much good in my life, so I'm actually going to have to fill in. This is the deal that Ryan McQuaid made with me, that I'm going to have to watch all of the Marvel blind spots that I have, which I think is like 12 movies.
Oh, God.
Wow. It's a lot of work
Who even
coming your
wins
way.
from this bet?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
just good content, just funny.
Also, what watch is Ryan on at this point?
I think he's on like 10.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe. That's a lot.
Okay. I could. What if I just went with Wuthering Heights?
Do it.
Listen,
You could.
do it.
Do it.
I think it's going to be good.
I wanted to pick it. Yeah.
I want to see it.
I'm gonna pick it actually because I think it's
Nice.
This is what I'm gonna say about it. For $1, this movie, regardless of if it's good or not, is going to stir up conversation. I think she is already doing something different with the book. I think people are kind of like freaking out because it's clearly not a straight Wuthering Heights adaptation. The costumes are from a different period. People are talking about Jacob Elordi as being bad casting.
Also,
But-
men weren't that tall back then, right? They just didn't make them that height.
But
They
this
were all
is going
5'8".
to, like, when
Yeah.
this comes out in February, it will be dominating the conversation. So I'm gonna
Valentine's
take it.
Day.
Yeah.
I love it.
100% agree.
There's like the trailer looks great. Like there's just no
It looks
denying like
fun.
everything we've seen so far. It looks fantastic.
Do you recommend the book, Sophia? Have you read it?
I love the book. I think the book
Okay.
is great.
I'd like to check it out
And-
before it comes out.
It's-
Whether it's faithful or not, I don't care.
But I will say, like, because I just reread the book not that long ago, like to get ready for the movie. And when I watched the trailer, I'm like, 15% of this is in the
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
So that's the interesting thing, and I think that's a great question going into 2026. And what I've heard of Train Dreams specifically is those of us who did not read the book had a wonderfully delightful time with the film, and people who read the Dennis Johnson novella ended up not really messing with the movie.
yeah.
And I would much rather go into Wuthering Heights and sit down on release day and just be like, that was a pretty awesome, fun time with my popcorn and movies. versus being like, that didn't match the book, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to read it or not. Nonetheless,
over under how many like exhales, like sexual exhales and inhales will be in the movie? Like 100? Like
you
What's
gotta
the
say, yeah,
runtime?
you got to set the bar at like 125. We don't have a runtime yet. There's no runtime listed on Letterboxd.
Well,
Will
I
this
would
movie be
guess-
more than 2 hours?
could be.
Probably. I would, if I had to guess, I would say like 210.
Wow. That's
Just a
That's a
vibe
lot.
I get. I don't know.
yeah. I do commend the quotes around the title, which I think is a great little play on what they're
Mhm.
doing. We definitely will have a podcast revolving around this movie. I'll keep it at that for now, but there are things about Wuthering Heights that will construct a draft, and it's on the calendar, and I'm very excited to partake in that draft. Well, with that pick, we have done it. We've completed the 2026 movie auction draft here on the Movie Draft Podcast. Let's quickly run through our teams. There's probably a lot of honorable mentions that we just want to like throw out there as movies that are coming out in 2026 to keep your eye on. I think this could be a good forum for people to revisit through the year as well if they want to check out some movies. Sophia, why don't you read us your movies that you got and how much you paid for them?
Yeah, so I spent $995 on Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. And then for $1 a piece for each of these, we have Spider-Man Brand New Day, Avengers Doomsday, Werewolf, 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, and Wuthering Heights.
Mm-hmm. That's just magnificent work hanging in the Louvre. Gabriel, why don't you read us your team, please?
Sure. I got Dune Part 3 for $900. I got The Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping for $1. I got The Death of Robin Hood for $1. I got The Adventures of Cliff Booth for $2. I got Tony, the Anthony Bourdain biopic for $10. And I got Zach Kreger's Resident Evil for $86.
I got the currently untitled Steven Spielberg movie for $680. The Super Mario Galaxy movie for $5. It's going to make a lot of money, guys. It's going to make a lot of money. I got M. Night's Remain for $1. The Devil Wears Prada 2 for $1. Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma for $35. And Mother Mary for $2. Gooch, why don't you read us your team?
I got Project Hail Mary from Lord and Miller for $25. I got Judy, Tom Cruise vehicle, for $100. Wild Horse 9 from Martin McDonough for $75. Luca Guadagnino's Artificial for $1. Godzilla Minus Zero also for $1. And then Ruben Ostlund's The Entertainment System is Down for $798.
You ended up with quite a stack of cash there at the end.
Yeah.
Are we all comfortable in saying that Sophia's got the W here with the Odyssey?
Yeah.
No, Gabriel looks appalled that I even.
I love my team. I don't know what like.
I mean, the
I
fans
love my team too.
I would vote for it. Like it's got the Odyssey.
Right.
Got the freaking
That was
Odyssey.
why I wanted it. It's like I just
That's what I'm
thought like if you're looking for a team, like that's the movie you look for first.
Yeah.
I'm new to the scoring system. I think the scoring system is in the heart.
It is.
Well, you would
That's
not
how
be
I
the
used
first
to
to consider
feel.
that. That's how I used to feel. It's a great encapsulation of what your future might hold. What our future holds is some honorable mentions of movies. Let's go around quickly. Gabriel, do you want to go first? Or are there any movies that you didn't get the chance to throw out that you just want to toss out into the world?
Yeah. James Gray's Paper Tiger, 70s crime drama starring Adam Driver, ScarJo, and Miles Teller. It's giving real We Own the Night vibes. If you guys haven't seen that movie, it's amazing. Highly recommend. Behemoth with an exclamation point from Tony Gilroy. I would watch this with whomever was in the cast because Tony Gilroy is just the greatest after Michael Caine, but also after Andor this year.
Yep.
That stars Pedro Pascal as a cellist. It's a love letter to people who create scores. I think they need to work on that log line and make it a little more interesting sounding. Toy Story 5,
Yeah.
I think that's going to be huge. I think
Gonna
it
be
might be like the highest earning animated movie ever. It's possible. And then I could let Gooch mention this, but Ink, I had that on my list as well. That's Danny Boyle's adaptation of a play about Rupert Murdoch's rise, and Rupert Murdoch is played by Guy Pearce, and Danny Boyle, I think, has refound his fucking sauce. I mean, 28 years later was so cool. And then lastly, because I just feel like it won't get mentioned, is Hokum from Damian McCarthy. He directed Oddity last year, which I thought was super good and underrated. And this stars Adam Scott, and it's a horror movie. So that's what I got.
Nice. Adam Scott really finding his way back into horror over the last 18 months or so. Gooch, any honorable mentions?
I'm shocked we never brought up Narnia. Greta Gerwig's Narnia.
This was going to be my big one that
big
we
question
did
mark.
not talk about. Yeah,
I was gonna
question
put that on my board, but just the question mark.
Yeah, it's just a very weird turn for her. But like the books are incredible, and it's great source material. She's a great director. It's getting a big budget. It's getting an IMAX release.
IMAX release. Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. The Bride from Maggie Gyllenhaal. Again, just a question mark. I don't know what Maggie Gyllenhaal's direction is going to end up looking like. I love Boosters from Boots Riley.
Yeah,
Boots Riley coming back. Keke Palmer. Who else is in the cast? It's Keke Palmer. It's
Naomi Ackie, Taylor Page, Lakeith Stanfield, Demi Moore, Eiza Gonzalez, Will Poulter, Don Cheadle. It's crazy stacked.
Yeah. And I've always just kind of loved everything he puts out. It's so weird. How to Make a Killing. We already got the trailer for that. That could be, I don't know. I don't really know I loved Emily the Criminal, but this definitely feels very different in tone. And I'm not sure. Glenn Powell is signed up for a lot of things right now. I don't know how much of it's going to be good. I like him, but this is getting a February release. So that's also not a great sign. Then there's some other smaller stuff. We have like The Dog Stars is listed for next year. That's the Ridley Scott, Jacob Elordi, Margaret Qualley movie. There's also a movie called Wizards from David Michaud, but written by Joel Edgerton, which I find interesting.
Yeah. When it comes to Wizards, that's been on the A24 slate for quite a while and has not gotten any formal release date as of yet. So I wouldn't hold my breath on that one, unfortunately. But you never know in 2026 what A24 slate looks like. Sophia, any honorable mentions from you?
Yeah, I have a few. The new Tom Ford movie, Cry to Heaven, is supposed to be coming out in 2026, which is interesting. He hasn't made a movie in a very long time, not since Nocturnal Animals. But this stars Nicholas Hoult, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Owen Cooper of Adolescence. A few others I had. I don't think this is coming out. I was going to throw it, honestly, to terrorize you, Ethan, a little bit, but the Damien Chazelle prison drama.
We
keep getting.
Don't even start with me. Not coming out in 2026.
No. We have the Greg Araki film, I Want Your Sex, which has just kind of been in limbo for a while with Olivia Wilde and Cooper Hoffman. That's going to Sundance. So curious what that one will look like. And then there are others that are just not, like, they don't have 2026 listed, but we can maybe speculate that we'll see them at festivals. Pedro Almodovar has a movie coming out, Bitter Christmas. We also, what's going to happen with the Terrence Malick movie, The Way of the Wind? Is that coming? Is that 2026? Will it ever be here? We'll see.
Is it real?
Does it exist, right? Yeah.
Pavel Pawlikowski, who did Cold War, a movie that I really love. He has 1949 coming out. So that's one I think definitely look forward to. And then for any David Robert Mitchell fans, Flower Vale Street, that's another one. So again, just smaller ones I wanted to throw out there, but that I didn't think would really score any points on my team. Also, Bucking Fastards, which is a wild movie title, the Werner Herzog movie.
Oh. I'm in. Yeah, right? Don't tell me anything else. Bucking Fastards from Werner Herzog.
That's all you need to know.
Yes.
All good mentions. The David Robert Mitchell film Flower Vale Street was also on my short list. It is rumored to be a time travel film involving dinosaurs, and that sounds pretty fun to me. Could be good. I think we pretty much covered. I did mention Supergirl earlier. We are recording on the day that we got our first Supergirl trailer, which I think looks incredibly not very good. I think maybe the biggest controversial film that we have yet to talk about is Michael, that is currently slated for April, the Michael Jackson biopic that is reportedly being split into 2 movies. And the trailer amassed like a cajillion views in 10 seconds, and it looks pretty horrendous.
Wait, can you tell me like what Michael Jackson, like what's he all about? Do we have time for that?
You want the full rundown, the auditory history?
Yeah,
I'll give it to you for sure. I think
okay.
this movie is biopics and that. I Love Boosters was on my sheet. Coyote versus Acme did get picked up by Catch Up Entertainment, coming out in 2026. Worth mentioning. The Moment, the new Charlie XCX film, also coming out in January this year. In 2026. Charlie Harper is coming out in August 25th of 2026. This is a movie that I saw at TIFF that I really, really enjoyed. If you like Blue Valentine or things of that nature, it is very coded to that. And then we did not mention the Social Reckoning, the follow-up to The Social Network, which is a real film that is not set in the Mission Impossible universe and will come out in October of 2026.
Sure
Not
is.
ideal. Not ideal. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. 2026, like we said, hopefully going to be a really great year for movies. There's a lot of things that are coming, a lot of big movies that are coming. I feel good about the exercise that we've done here. I still stand firm in my belief that The Odyssey will be the movie of the year, and I think spending $995 on it was probably a pretty savvy move. Sophia, thank you to all of you, Gooch, Sophia, Gabriel, for joining me for the 2026 movie auction draft. Really appreciate it. Gooch, if people want to find more of you, where can they find you at?
Bob Goochman, all across social and on Project Big Screen weekly every Monday.
Yeah, awesome. Definitely go follow and listen. Sophia, what about you? If people want to find more of you, where can they find you at?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Sophia_Sim, letterboxed Sophia Sim. I have a lot of reviews, interviews, more podcasts at Awards Watch, and then host my own show, Oscar Wilde. So you can find that anywhere you listen to podcasts. Big award season coming up that now when this episode's released, we'll be really in the thick of.
Yeah, it'll be the big times. And then Gabriel, what about you? If people want to find more of you, where can they find you at?
Sure. You can follow the No Notes page. It's NOOO Notes. It is the spinoff show of the Cinegogue, CINE Cinegogue, and doing a lot of interviews with talent, both on the screen and behind the screen, and formerly of the Schmearcast, which is retooling into an industry podcast when the show comes out in a couple weeks. So if you watch
super
Industry,
exciting.
Love that show.
back. We're just going full at it. Industry season 4. And
Got a lot of people telling me to watch Industry. I
It's just
I kind of take
remarkable.
this as a sign.
Yeah.
Really.
Yep.
Is it as good as Succession though? Because I'm like deeply
It's
obsessed.
different, but it's as good, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
The highs it hit
Okay.
with the last season are as high as any other show.
Pretty good. Wow. Okay. I need to get in. Well, I appreciate you guys all taking time to join as part of this draft. Next week, we are embarking on the Movie Star Draft. Join myself, Ben, Danny, and Eric Anderson for a little Movie Star draft. We'll see what that looks like and what that ends up being. Be sure to listen and subscribe to the Movie Draft podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. We're also now on YouTube, and you can subscribe to us over there. New episodes will release weekly on Tuesdays. We'll see you then.